Hello all newcomers and welcome back fellow Eternians. As always, it's me, Emperor AP, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. We are doing a new live stream, doing some, come on, add here. I'm posting everything in the Discord. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get everybody jumped in with us and connected. What's going on, JoJo Reference? How you doing? I appreciate you jumping in with us tonight. But yeah, I just wanted to start off by saying thank you everybody for 700 subs. You guys are the real ones. You guys are the ones that help to give this little Uno cat an empire to thrive on. Uno, you got any words? Uno, you got any words for the peeps? Uno, what's your favorite word? She loves y'all. That's how she says she loves y'all. Samurai said, hello, what's going on, Samurai? How you doing? We got 6 viewers already. Definitely please make sure to like it up for us because I would appreciate it very much. I am about to see if we got some instrumentals and some music going on here in Minecraft. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all jumping in. Thank you so much for 700 subs. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. Blue Marble says, what drama is happening now? Well, so I had to kick 2 people from our Discord today, and that disappoints me greatly because I hate to kick people from our Discord. I want everybody to feel like they're welcome, but when things go a little too far, sometimes we just gotta ask people to leave. So that's what happened today. We're going to talk a little bit more about that as we get into the live stream. I don't hear any music, and I know you guys don't either. I'm checking out here on my stream setup, so let me get that set up real quick for y'all. We got 10 viewers, banging them out. Thank you guys so much. If y'all give me a like while I try and get this music set up for y'all, y'all would be saving me. So let's see here. We're going to go down. Into all these resources. What am I trying to do? What am I trying to do? Audio, there we go. Music. Alright. Let's see. Let's see if it's going to play music now. I'm not hearing any music right away. Maybe they're just not playing anything right now. Alright, well, hey, we got Etc. joining us. What's going on? I'm glad that Etc. is playing the game with us, playing that Minecraft. Lucy Anderson said congrats on 700. Thank you very much. We are almost to 1,000. We are 300 away from 1,000. The thing that's crazy, so far that I have seen, Liberland is the highest tier subscriber MICRONATION channel on YouTube, and they just have 10,000 subs. So once we get to 1,000 subs, all they have is 10 times more than we do. So once we get to that 1,000, it's just a few steps to 10,000. We could become the greatest We're not the greatest Minecraft YouTube channel out there, but we could become the greatest MICRONATION YouTube channel out there. And that means so much to me, guys. I want to push every single milestone we get. Once we get to 1,000, we're going to start doing some big stuff. Once we get to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, as we start approaching those Kevin Ball numbers, those Sealand numbers, those Liberland numbers, we're going to prove that we are the greatest MICRONATION out there, and it'll be all thanks to you guys. So you guys will help us to become the first fully crowdfunded, supported, helped, loved, and community-run MICRONATION. So I appreciate y'all. But yeah, we had a whole bunch of drama in the Discord today. Essentially, there was like a 13-year-old who was saying that there was some issues. I like posted a whole thing in the Discord. If you guys want to check that out, you're more than welcome to. It should still be up. But we had essentially someone who was way too young to be in the Discord, in our Discord, and was saying that people were treating them inappropriately. So then whenever I investigated the matter further, they retracted their statement, and I didn't feel comfortable with that. So you'll have to check into it. But basically, I ended up having to remove the person who they accused and them for lying and for a whole bunch of stuff. So we're going to have to get more into that in a second and get into details of that. But I need to read y'all's comments because y'all are blowing me up. Lucy says she lives for the drama. Don't we all? Catsland says Minecraft is a riff-off of Craft Mine. It's also actually a rip-off of Craft Time, the grandma-based game where you can go around and build small gifts and knickknacks for your grandchildren who will be arriving at your house anytime now. So if you are interested in Minecraft and Craft Mine, you should definitely check out Craft Time, the grandma-based game. That's one that we'll do soon, on the channel. It's a big deal. Jojo says, I love the cat's name. Thank you. Uno's name is actually really interesting because when we got her, the vet told us that she would lose her eye. And she actually ended up making a full recovery and has both of those beautiful little brown eyes. So, kind of yellowish eyes actually. But thanks to Uno's wonderful genetics, I suppose, and modern medicine, she was able to keep both of her eyes, and she is a happy, healthy little kitty who's trying to steal my food. Because I'm going to be eating dinner with you guys on the stream tonight. I'm hanging out by myself for a little bit and with all of you guys. Okay, so Lucy said Minecraft is a ripoff of Roblox. Samurai said, yay, I love this stream. Thank you very much. We love you, and we love your stream. You know, the stream when it's pouring outside, when it's raining. We love those streams. We love streams like Babbling Brooks. Any kind of stream, we're on it. Sad Lad arrived. You know when Sad Lad walks in the building, it's real. Also, you guys are helping to get us to 1,000 subs. I actually need to update my little widget there in the side because we're at 706 subs right now. And that says we're at 701. So if you guys keep bumping that up for us, I would appreciate you. Jojo said, hey, Sad Lad. Sad Lad said, what's going on? Bidley said, who did you kick? We had to kick the King of Excelsior, and we had to kick... I forgot another new person. Their name was Ray Ray or something like that. Or Ramen, I think was the name. Sad Lad said, heyo. Colony of Steel and Iron said, yeah, we had a lot of damage in the Discord. It was getting weird. It was getting weird, and I didn't like it. So there was some issues, and we corrected that. Republic of Cats and Land said Minecraft's a riff off Craft Mine. We already talked about that. Cats and Land, so don't worry. We're truly on the original with the grandma-based Minecraft game called Craft Time, where you just make crafts for your grandchildren. Commander Starline says some people are getting very angry at me because I hate that people kill innocent animals unless bred and then killed. Interesting. Well, I guess it all depends on the reasons. You know, there's a lot of complexity in our economics around the world and in the reason that people do things like that. But yay, we got some more stuff out here. Commander Starline says, also hi Matthew, King Amoeba. Monarchy of Surveillance said hello. French Fry Gamer said what's going on. I'm glad to see French Fry Gamer. I actually haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing, dude? Surveillia said, I finally changed to monarchy and I'm going to stay like that. I won't change anymore. I am so proud of you. You've done it. You've taken our advice and achieved the height of micronationalism, which is monarchism. Commander Starline says, LOL, we'll see about that. We will see. We'll see if monarchy stands the test of time in Surveillia. Jojo says, nothing is original nowadays. You hipster out here in the comment, nothing is original. All of it is classic and transcendent of its time. Republic of Cats and Land said, hey BTW, I've seen and spoken to Sesperin before. He is not even old enough to be on here. Sasperin. I don't know who Sasperin is. French Fry says, does anyone here play Terraria? I tried to play it on my phone one time. I didn't really like it. I don't know. I wasn't good at it, at least. Cats and Land says, or on Discord. I don't know. Commander Starline said, oop. Jojo said, I play Terraria on a Switch. That's because Terraria got that fancy money out here. Cooper invited me to play Minecraft, and we are in the Minecraft, so we're already getting started on that. French Fry Gamer said, I first played the mobile version of the game. And then Surveillia said, yeah, I like it, and I'm going to stay like that. Congratulations. Ooh, we got Bobby in the obby, and we got etc. So we're going to jump into it. But yeah, it sucks when you have to kick people from your Discord. I never like doing it. But I feel like in this circumstance it was necessary. One of the things that I feel like people really didn't get, there was a lot of argument back and forth from the people who got kicked, essentially being like, well, you know, it wasn't like they did anything, and it wasn't like, they were essentially just trying to justify why they did what they did. But it was weird because all of the justification was like, yeah, but they're like young, so they've got to learn. And I'm like, yeah, but if they're that young, they just shouldn't be on the Discord. Like, it just got to me where I feel like if you can't act like a proper micronational leader, if you can't treat other people with respect and maturity, you should not be on a Discord that is designed for the discussion of micronationalism and the connection of micronational leaders. Because you may be talking to people who are grown adults, and you cannot have very young children hanging out on servers with grown adults, because you have to be mature in order to do that, in order to make those connections, in order to meet those people. There just is a certain amount of maturity that you need to protect yourself and to stay safe, and also to make sure that the community flows well together and that everybody gets along. And so that's ultimately why I did that. The biggest thing is our Empire of Eternius server has become a big hub for micronationalists, and I appreciate that, and I love that everybody's gotten together on it. But at the same time, our server isn't a micronationalist server. It is the Empire of Eternius server. So if for whatever reason you don't live up to our standards and our expectations of what you should be and how you should be doing. No, our chicken! No, my chicken! No, 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 no. Oh, no, my chicken. Get back in there. There we go. Thank you. But yeah, so if for whatever reason you don't live up to our expectations as micronationalists, we can just remove you, is the thing. There's not like a, it's not, you don't have any right to be on our server. It is by our choice that you are on our servers. So I just want everybody to treat each other with respect and kindness and do things right. Since you guys have been on the stream last time, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but our shit has blown up. We have a ton of new buildings, new people who have joined and created stuff for us, and I'm pretty excited about that. Ooh, I didn't realize this. Someone built a cool cross up here. That's pretty dope. What does that say up here? Dalek's trash house. Oh, that's pretty cool, Dalek. I don't think your house is trash at all, but let's go check it out. Let's see if it's trash. Let's see if it's Dalek's trash house. It's just not. It's just not trash. This is a solid stone house. I love it. You couldn't blow this thing down with an earthquake. You couldn't break this thing with a volcano. That's some solid cobblestone, my guy. Also, ooh, we got 9 viewers. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We had dropped down and we dropped back up. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm gonna read these chats up in here. Suspirian said Suspirian is on the Discord, or Commander Starline says Sasprin is on the Discord. Samurai said make a realm for all your subs in Minecraft. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing right now. Is we're building the Empire of Eternia in Minecraft. Katzenland said he was in a micronational group and said he was 10. Ooh, yeah, yep. That's not cool at all. We'll figure that shit out later. Somebody hit me up about that, and we're gonna figure out what to do about that. Because I really, it just puts people in jeopardy. Like if you're a young child hanging out on Discord, what Discord is it is a message board where you can contact people both publicly and privately. And if something inappropriate happens on that message board, I can't control it. So I want to make sure that the people who are on our message board, on our Discord, are safe and are doing things appropriately so that it doesn't cause further issues for our community. We want to make sure everybody's safe. We want to make sure everybody's happy and having fun in our Discord, and that micronationalists are able to connect. But if there are people who come in underage, significantly underage, and who are showing that immaturity and doing things that are naive, that position of getting themselves in trouble can put the entire community in jeopardy. So that's the reason why I do that, and that's why we have to have some sort of gatekeeping on this. Ooh, hold up. French Fry Gamer said, I do not recall saying that. I am 15, by the way, and turning 16 in July. Congratulations. And again, it's a thing where, being under 18 doesn't immediately make you need to be kicked from the Discord. It is just the fact that you have to be mature and you have to know what you're doing. The most important thing is if you are underage, your parents should know what you're doing on the internet. If you ever put yourself in a position where it's like, this could be dangerous, or if my parents knew about this, they'd flip shit, you should not do it. You should not be on the Discord. You should not be doing things if your parents would be worried about you doing it. It is the big deal. Because you're talking to people who to you are strangers on the internet. And that's a very precarious situation to put yourself in. So, we're just trying to make sure that everybody's safe. Katzenland said BS. Suspirian has posted pics of himself. Liar. Is Suspirian French Fry Gamer? It feels like that's what I'm getting from this. Commander Starline says, I want to see the evidence. K1sec1. Samurai said, how old were the people you kicked? 13. One was 13, the other one was 16. From what I understand, but those were the ages they told me. That's also part of the issue. If you say I'm 35 on Discord, I can't confirm that. There's no way for me to legally determine that and factually determine that. So that puts me in jeopardy, especially because I am 22. I'm about to turn 22 May 29th. So when it's a precarious situation for me as an adult to be communicating with people who are at such a younger age than I am. And I feel uncomfortable by that. So I want to make sure that if people are telling me something's going on, that we address it immediately and that it is transparent to the micronational community we are in. Because I don't want anybody to either be wrongfully accused of something or for something to be going on that really is inappropriate under our noses without us being able to determine that. We want to keep the community safe and a positive space for everybody. Samurai said, how old were the people you kicked? Sir Andrew Carter said, good morning. How you doing, Sir Andrew Carter? It's good to see you. We haven't seen you in the chat in a minute. Blue Marble said, the shit I've seen coming out of Discord, maybe leave Discord with some of what I've seen is definitely not for kids. But mind you, I came back for MICRONATION stuff. Exactly, and that's the difficulty. People on our server will post things that are really crazy. And we try to, it's a hard balance because there's some things where it's like, okay, you've crossed the line, we're just going to delete that. And there's other things where it's like, well, that is freedom of speech. It's inappropriate and I don't agree with it, but it is freedom of speech and we're going to allow it. It just all depends on what it is and, what the circumstances are. But people post racist stuff, people post sexist stuff, people post, gross stuff on Discord. And so you just have to be careful, especially people who are so underage have to be careful. Oh shit, we got Trix Gaming joining in. What's going on, Trix? How you doing? Thank you for hitting us up. You know what that subscribe button does. You know what it is. And you got to see my cute little guy peeking up over the thing. That's my favorite little thing. We have that for the subscribe. We also have that for the donate. And I appreciate y'all so much. Commander Starline said, mind you, anyone else? Okay, also, hold up, Commander Starline, not Commander Starline, whoever Trix, if you just subscribe, we have 12 viewers, hold the fuck up, we have 12 viewers, thank you guys so much, we rarely ever have 12 viewers, so that's huge. Also, subscriber, you just became our 707. 707, what's up? 707, we get it in the cup, hey. Commander Starline said, okay. Constitution of Somalia said, do you have a constitution? We don't have a constitution because as the Empire of Eternia is a monarchy and we are an empire, as of right now, the word of the emperor is law. So that's the same thing on our Discord. If I don't like you on our Discord, you out of here. That's the way that it works. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. If I say something on the Discord, you out of here. That's the way that it works. Katzenland says, AP, check your Discord DMs. I got you. I'm not going to do it on the stream because I don't, I feel weird about starting extra beef on the stream, but we're going to figure that out. Commander Starline says, send it to Chewie as well. I want to see evidence. I am nosy. I can't share it out of respect for his privacy. Fair enough. French Fry Gamer says, message retracted. Trix Gaming said, can I join? You sure can join, Trix. I appreciate you subscribing. You made us 707. And yeah, absolutely. You can join. All you gotta do is add APM529 up there. That is my gamer tag. I am playing on Microsoft Windows 10 version. So if you add me as a friend, I can go in and then I can invite you to the game. And you can help to build our empire. Katzenland said, because I assume he does not want it posted considering he deleted the original. Okay. Lucy said, do you care about transphobia on your server at all, or would you keep that around? It definitely depends. Like, that's the thing that I've said. I've kept, like, racist shit that people say. I don't agree with it by any means, but there's a certain amount that is freedom of speech, I feel, and a certain amount that is just bullying and excessive. You know what I mean? When it starts to become targeted, when it starts to become that people are fucking with other people, I don't deal with it and I will throw it out. I have trans friends, I have, people in my life who I love to death, who I support, who I know if I like read those things to them would be horrified and saddened, and I would feel that pain. So it depends on my pain threshold for it, honestly. If enough people message me and say this is fucked up, we need to get it out of the server, I will get it out of the server because I don't want to make anybody unhappy to be there or feel like they're not comfortable being there. But it depends. If someone makes a joke about trans people, that's a little fucked up, but okay. You know, I might leave it. If they're saying, you know, slurs constantly, going out and attacking people who are trans on the server, that's too far. You know, that's where I'm gonna say, all right, you're just trying to be a piece of shit, and you're out of here. You're done. So it's a thin line between freedom of speech and excessiveness, and that's the line I try and walk. I don't always get it 100% right, but that's why I appreciate you guys in the chat and in the Discord helping me out with that, because there's some times where you know, I'll leave something in for a little bit and then I realize it's really bothering the community and I'll pull it out. Sometimes there's things that I'll pull out that, you know, really didn't bother people all that much. So it's just how I feel about it and how the community feels about it. So if you feel like something that weird is going on, let me know. That's a great question. Uh, Morgan Schaefer Jr. said, hey, what's going on, Morgan Schaefer? Ooh, we got some more people in here. Who's that? Weirdest boat. We got the weirdest boat in here. I'm going to invite to game. I'm going to check to see if that person wanted me as their friend. So we're going to go check that out to see if anybody just tried to add me as their friend. Ooh, we got some cows I hear. Morgan Schaefer Jr. said, hi. Tricks Gaming said, they're a jelly 568. All right. If you sent it, I'm going to get it. KTM, what's going on, KTM? I haven't seen you in a minute. We have 14 viewers. Holy shnikes. One of the things that I'm not sure you guys really get about how much it means to have like 14 viewers currently watching the stream is that for every second you guys stay on the stream, that's another like 14 people who are watching for a second. That's 14 seconds of watch time every second. So whenever we start to get to an hour and there are 14 viewers, that's 14 hours of watch time that we have. That's putting us closer to the 4,000 hours a year we need to be able to hit our mark to become YouTube partners. That's the same thing with the 1,000 subs. You know, as we march up toward that, you guys watching the streams for longer and longer, even if you just hang out, you know, and listen to music, do whatever, that is, and participate in the chat for sure. That's something that helps to blow up the amount that we spread to people. That means that YouTube says, hey, people like this content. We need to keep sharing this content. Because that's some bullshit. I've seen on our YouTube page, like you can, as a channel creator, you can go in and see where your like stuff comes in. Most micronational content, people are actively searching for, and that's where we get our clicks. That's where we get our views, is people actively searching for micronational content. Is something like 70% is actively searching for the content that we're producing under tags like Micronation or the Empire of Eternia or something like that. 20% or less is YouTube actually sharing our things, and that sucks. So you guys helping and watching the streams like this really means that you're helping to spread that micronational content, and that's more and more people who come into the comments saying stuff like, I don't know what micronationalism is. You know, get me into it. What is this? This is cool. I love the people here. And we start to see more and more exposure for that. And that means more and more exposure for you guys, nations, and for the community. So this is a pinnacle for us. This is something that is important for us because I've always wanted this as a micronationalist, to have somewhere where the community can gather and where people feel like they can have micronationalism growing. And I thank you guys for helping to build this with me. KTM said, ooh, Morgan Schaefer said hi. Tricks Gaming, like I said, I'm getting that for you. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I am trying to add you. I see there's a new activity alert. That's probably you right there. There a jelly. Yep, I got you. I got you there a jelly. I'm inviting you. You're good, boy or female. I cannot say which you are because it's a unisex name. Alright. Also, I have like Kleenex on my bed. It's not what you think. I'm not gross. I legitimately like just have Kleenex on my bed. I need to move that so it don't look weird in the background the entire stream. I'm gonna kick it though, so I actually stay on stream. There we go. Also, Uno went like she was gonna go get it and like attack it, so I'm impressed. Uno said, "I'll protect you from the Kleenex." Um, okay, hold up. KTM said Micronation Wars is basically a prank war. Very stupid. Micronation Wars are stupid. I agree. You know, we've made videos about Micronation Wars being stupid, and it honestly just comes down to disagreements in the community. A lot of the time, what Micronationalist war is just people who are trying to, you know, they have drama with each other, they have disagreements on Discord or something else, and they're trying to find a way to express their disdain for each other, or to get out their feelings of being right and successful. So it's here nor there, but honestly, the more that we ignore it as a community and the more that we move forward in sincere attempts to grow our nation, now that those are becoming more and more possible, it means that we don't have to do stuff like that. We don't have to listen to people who are having micronational wars because it's just not as good content. There's better content out there now for micronationalists. So fuck them. Morgan Schaefer said, yay, BRB. Kingdom of Namibia said, I thought I wasn't subscribed on here. Sad. You definitely should be, because, you know, every single subscriber that we get helps the channel to grow. So thank you very much. If you are subscribed, I appreciate you and I love you. Cats and Land says, we got some peeps in voice chat. Oh shit. Okay, hold up. I might join voice chat with y'all. What I'm kind of curious about, if I have voice chat on in Discord, will y'all like be able to hear it? How do you, hold on. Hey, I joined the voice chat thing. I don't know if anybody can hear me. I don't know if you guys can still hear me in the stream. Yeah, y'all can.
Hi.
Oh, hey, hey, you're on stream. You're live on stream. Hey, we have 16 viewers in the stream.
Hello, stream.
Hey, hold on. Let me check who this is. Who is this?
This is Will Machine. I am not on the stream currently because my phone is having weird problems with YouTube.
It is all good. Will Machine is actually our newest citizen. Hey, let's give a shout out to Will Machine. I appreciate you, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, how's your night going?
It's alright. Really boring to me.
I feel you. I feel you. Well, we were just talking about the stuff that happened in the Discord and having to kick people and stuff, and also just trying to talk about, you know, getting toward 1,000 subscribers and getting toward what we're trying to do. What do you feel like micronationalism is developing into? What is the reason that you're a micronationalist, I guess?
Well, for me, it was. I kind of like your description of being apathetic towards your home country's political system. So I feel the very same way, and for that reason, I looked into micronationalism. And then, kind of specifically, Eternia, I felt this, what is it, sense of community here, and then that's why I joined Eternia over some other micronation who just declares war all the time, for example.
Oh, absolutely. No, and I feel the same. Like I said, I've talked about it a few times on the channel, but anytime I used to get into micronationalism, when I first started here, it was really just looking at like the micro. We have 19 viewers. Holy shit, you guys! I'm sorry for cursing so much, but this is crazy. You know. Anyway, when I first started with micronationalism, all it was like the micro wikis, and I didn't even know about Discord till I got on YouTube. So there wasn't really any way to talk to anybody unless you emailed somebody, and all it was somebody being like, "I made a nation," and then like two of my friends joined it, and then we left, and then we had a war, and then there was a new president, and we switched governments, and it was just this sort of this game, and I'm really excited that I found a place through Discord that people are really communicating, connecting, and also that we've sort of built something that's growing into a larger community and actually spreading that message. It's been incredible, and I wish there were more channels when I had started that were really pushing that.
I feel the same way for your channel because I tried to dabble with actually owning my own micronation when I was only 12 years old, And I always try to look up these videos for that type of thing, just tutorials and how does this work. And you weren't up at the time, but I know now looking back that the videos that you do have here are very, very, very helpful.
Mm. I'm glad you say that, and I really appreciate it. I know, excuse me, I know that's one of the biggest things that has been a development for me is seeing that there are a ton of young micronationalists, and there's nothing wrong inherently with being a young micronationalist. It's just that creating your own country is a really hard thing to do seriously, and if you're a fantasy nation, that is perfectly fine. Enjoy yourself and have fun. But if you are really taking the leap yourself, if you're really sure and saying, I want to create a new country, I want to change the world, I want to be something that is leaving the world a better place than I came into it, you have to start to decide, okay, what's important here? Am I going to put all my time and effort into these proxy wars and into these creating just these long lists of like laws and things. That's one of the biggest things I would see on MicroWiki is people would create huge like 30, 40 page constitutions with like tax law and like governmental law and like regulations on like importing beef and things like that when those people aren't actually at that level yet. They're not making things that have real impact for what they're doing.
Yeah, I agree with you. Most children, I'll say children, it's more like the ages of 9 to 12,
Mhm.
will start with fantasy nations because, well, I guess for me, it was more of this escape of reality, this exciting thing that I could name myself a king or whatever. And at least in my experience, that kind of grew into this sense of, well, I want to take it to the next level. And that continued to, well, now I want to make a real one. And that wasn't very successful for me. So now I'm trying to kind of rethink the whole process. And that's why instead of started one, I've joined one. And yeah, that's what I got to say on that.
Oh, absolutely. And I have not stressed this enough, but I really want to. I appreciate every citizen we have. Just in you, in Xavier, and in Gastanova so far, I have found people who seem to be dedicated, who seem to sincerely want something to grow out of this. And all I can hope for as the person who has started the Empire of Eternia and as the person who's trying to push that forward in the forefront at least, I only hope that I can give back to you all what I feel like you have given to this channel and to this nation. I don't know that I'll ever fully be able to express that gratitude, but to go from something that is 100% in your mind and just a dream and a hope to going into people saying this is a legitimate country. I see the world with the viewpoint of the Empire of Eternia. I consider myself a citizen of the Empire of Eternia. It makes me want to give you guys the world, and I appreciate you so much.
Well, believe it or not, I actually appreciate that you've given back to the community. You're not one of those one-sided micronationalists who think that they can do whatever they want just because they're leader. You definitely put back into the community. You want to see us strive as much as you want to see your own nation strive, at least
Yeah.
from my viewpoint.
Absolutely. It sounds like we have some other people going on in the in voice chat. Is anybody else here? Is anybody hanging out with us?
I'm now here.
Hey, what's going on? Suspirian, is that you?
Yeah, it's pronounced Suspirian.
Suspirian. Okay. So Suspirian, I think I so there's some back and forth about like age stuff going on, and I think it was revolving around you. I don't know if you care to comment on that, but I had heard some interesting back and forth.
Actually, 15.
Okay. Um, I guess so. Regardless, being 15, being someone who even to my extent is young, just because I'm 22, I'm 7 years older. What what do you feel like is why do you feel like micronationalism is something that you're excited about? Do you feel like it's something that you worry about to be on message boards and things like this, knowing that the people who are on here are trying to create countries and are people who are, in some sense, a little bit rebellious and a little bit different, a little bit weird? You ever worry?
Not really.
I actually find this to be a fantastic question because, you know, that is very much a worry for maybe someone who is more right-winged sometimes anyway. That's more stereotypes. But
Sometimes.
I think more so with, in general, people who are micronationalists or involved in it at all kind of have that inherent somewhat rebelliousness. It's not necessarily a I want to overthrow the government thing,
Mm.
but it's definitely still present. And I think just because we all kind of have
I'm sorry, I think you cut out a little bit.
we kind of support each other in our own.
Will Machine?
I think that some people in the community who pose these threats to other people.
Hey guys, it's me. What's up?
Hello, Connor, if you don't mind that.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Don't mind what? Wait, what?
Me calling you Connor instead of King Connor or something like that.
I don't care.
I don't know.
Who
Someone
do
made
you
me
think I am? Who you think I'm freaking? You think I'm Hitler? You have to refer to me as Grand Chancellor Superfuhrer Connor Shaw. Otherwise, I'll have you castrated.
Well,
Okay,
Connor,
watch
you are live on stream, so please don't dox yourself
Oh.
with throwing your last
Okay.
name in there. My bad, dude.
Connor Stephen Shaw.
Oh
There you go.
goodness. Oh goodness. It's real out here now.
Because of my doc-
He's ready for it. My man posted his home address in the comments.
1803.
No, don't do it. No, no,
Second
no, no, no,
Avenue
no, 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 no. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm scared of doxing myself on the
Don't worry.
internet, bro. I'm
Don't worry.
22.
That's not my actual address. It's a previous address of mine,
Okay,
Oh.
cool deal. Cool deal.
not my current address.
Dang.
Not
But
the
King
But I
Connor.
could say my current address.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. There's 700 people here now.
Oh my.
700?
Not in the
700.
stream right now, but yeah,
Okay.
700
I
square.
was like crazy. I was like, what?
Oh my.
I remember when he was at 500.
Oh no, absolutely. My friend Jet actually encouraged me to make this channel because I had wanted to make a YouTube channel. He's my friend Nick Benson on YouTube. If you guys haven't checked him out, he's at like 1,600 subs right now, and he does like a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. But I would see him post and live stream like every night. We would hang out on his live streams. And I always wanted to do something with micronationalism because I just felt like there wasn't enough. But the community is really small. When I first started out, like getting an additional sub took months, and it was crazy. Now that we're getting 2 or 3 subs every day, it feels like this explosion, and I don't know how to handle it, honestly.
Well, I definitely kind of see where it is. Of course, my own personal channel isn't at 700, but it went from probably about a year ago, I went from around 10 subscribers, and now I'm at 56, so it
Oh.
feels kind of like you've accomplished quite a bit. Actually, that is pretty much exactly what it is. And on top of that, I think it's something you can really kind of flaunt because it's not necessarily one of those things where, oh, I have it, you don't. It's more so I was able to get these people behind me and listen to what I have to say. For the most part, I mean, that's how I view subscribers. It could be different.
No, that's 100% correct. Also, everybody go and subscribe to my man Will Machine out here. Give him 700 subs. He needs it out here. Y'all believe in my man.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
can now type in chat, YouTube chat.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Wait, so you actually joined in the live stream now? Are you with us?
Yeah, I see it, but I can't hear it because that would interfere with this mic.
Yeah, there's a bit of delay like on here. So.
We're from the north.
Yeah, I'm like Midwest, my guy.
Well, north of AP for sure, both of us.
Yeah.
Yo, sorry about that,
Well-
guys. I had to like mad dash for my charger, so the whole stream didn't shut down. I missed everything everyone just said. Oh no! Oh, the whole stream just fell. Oh my god!
Don't worry, we
Oh,
just.
wait, I'm seeing this play out on camera now.
It is actually gross. My camera is falling.
I'm
I'm
just
so
gonna
sorry.
draw in a flag real quick. It's,
What program do you
That is one beautiful flag, my guy. Looks hot.
Do y'all?
what program do I use? I use Paint.net.
Ooh.
I remember using Paint.net.
Is it like MS Paint but like a free online version?
It's like Photoshop, but like slightly worse.
You should use Medibang Pro. It's pretty great. It's like easier. I made like my flag using that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well,
I don't know. I've been using Paint.net for a really long time.
Yeah, and
so
like
I don't know if I could.
Medibang Pro is free, so and like there's like a bit more like detail. It's hard to like understand, but it should be easier.
I don't know. I'm really. I mean, like I'm really used to Paint.net. I've been using it for freaking years.
I can see.
I used to use it. I used it for about a year, and then I transitioned to Photoshop.
This is
Right.
Kingdom of Aberland victory flag now, kind of like that one Russian one that was on Reichstag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I made like a naval like ensign flag for like a navy, but I don't think I'm ever gonna get.
For my war flag, for my war fag.
Oh my goodness.
Rip on stream.
On stream?
Sorry. For
We
my
dropped
war
3
flag-
subscribers. No, I'm joking.
For my war flag, I just stole the Reichskrieg Flagge, which was like the Prussian cross one. I stole that one.
Yeah, they don't need
Made
it.
it. Yeah, their country's dead. They don't need it no more, and now it's mine.
Don't need
Right.
it.
Very solid.
I adjusted it
Wow.
for myself.
So Aberland, or I mean King Connor, I search what you were finding, and I find lots of Nazi things. So
Oh yeah. They use the Nazis use the same name for because it literally means Empire War Flag. So the Prussians and the German Empire and the Nazi Empire use the same name for a different flag.
Yeah.
But I'm specifically talking about the German Empire. If you Google German Navy flag, they also used it for the Navy. If you
Yeah, I
Google
see it.
German Navy flag, you'll
Flag.
find it.
It's like super
Empire
old
Journey is like growing quickly. It's like 700 subs, and then like boom, everyone likes his content. Like
It really has been crazy. That's one of the things we were actually just talking about on stream is they're the highest so far that I've found. If you guys find another one, let me know. The biggest micronational YouTube channel right now, I think, is 10,000 subs at Liberland. And if we get to 1,000, we're a tenth of the way to passing up Liberland. Like, we have the opportunity to become the greatest, largest, well-known micronation on the face of the planet. And I'm excited for it. I think we really could do it if you guys wanted that, and if the gods will it.
Well, I think that Liberland, I don't know, whatever they call it.
Liberland, like liberty.
Makes
Yeah.
sense, okay.
it's like
Liberland.
Liberia. It's
Libertarian.
like
I know it was
Liberia, my
made by a
guy.
Czech person. All I know is it was made by a Czech person, so I don't know pronunciation was. But still,
Yeah.
Czech? I thought he
think-
lived in the Balkans.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
yeah,
how do y'all
yeah.
pronounce his name? It's fucking crazy. Jet Vidlika or something?
I don't mess around with that Russian stuff, my guy.
I think it's This is my guess. Vitjedlika.
Solid. I love it. You gotta hit the accent
We
and
need
everything.
like if we get like enough subscribers, we should-
Hello,
I'm gonna
my
find his
name is Vitjedlika. Okay.
we like if we
Okay, I
get like
got
enough
it.
subscribers, we should like just like do like content to get together. I mean, not like on like one channel, but like separate like channels for like from like our point of views.
Oh,
Okay,
abs-
here's my pronunciation, guys. My
Okay.
pronunciation is Vit Jedlichka.
Well, that's because you're freaking. That's because you know France, okay, buddy? You're
You
cheating.
know, French. It's
If I did
French,
it, if
man.
I did it with a French accent, I'd say vite jedlichja.
Hello, my name is Will Marcy.
Hon,
My name
hon.
was previously
And we want
Anyway,
Hon.
what was I saying? I was. Oh yeah, I'm very sad, AP, that you didn't want my coal. I mined all that coal,
Oh my
and
goodness.
you didn't want it.
I'm
It's like-
sorry.
it's okay, but it's like an Olympic yogurt tub and like half a shopping bag full of coal.
Oh no.
GG.
Well, oh, I'm so sorry. Well,
Hey,
so it's a
like-
thing
okay.
where
Like the
I'm
easy, hey guys. So like,
I'm exploring other partners, associates.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
no, absolutely.
So-
Well, and
like
it's
the
not a
easiest
thing
way,
where
like I found to like get iron, just like dig up dirt, and, like clean it up, like take like a magnet, and like it's like it takes a long time, but or you can just like melt down like iron stuff too. But like right now it's like everything's broke.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's what I was going to say about the coal is that like the crazy thing about it, what we've been trying to do with the Empire of Eternia, and what I hope to get out in a video coming up soon. I am a physics major. I do a lot of electrical engineering stuff, and so in building the furnace originally, I didn't have a whole lot of materials or ability to make a crazy big furnace. All I had was, doing charcoal and firewood. So that's what I started out with, doing firewood, then advancing to charcoal so I could actually get it hot enough to melt the aluminum. But at this point, I really want to be able to melt higher, carbon steel and do things like that. So at that point, what I'm hoping to do is actually make an electric furnace, a really high
I mean,
current
yeah, you can
furnace.
make like a homemade one. I think like there's like this like one tutorial like with like there's like like those electric like I'm trying to think of it like those stoves, electric stoves. You could remove like some of them, keep like the electrical parts,
Mhm.
like put it like you need like soft like I think it's like soft something called soft stone that you could like use like so like insulate it, like you can like melt down stuff. So yeah.
No, absolutely. The thing about it, stoves, like you were talking about, are just one general class of induction heater, and the way that you make a really high efficiency furnace for electric furnace or electric kiln is depending on the frequency that your current switch is at. So your normal like induction stove will only switch at 60 hertz, which is your wall outlet frequency, because that's what that's just, you can plug it straight into the wall and get that out. But if you want to make something that'll melt things really fast, you have to get these really fast switching transistors, which can switch at thousands of hertz, millions of hertz. And what that'll do is that'll get these like really big eddy currents to be applied into whatever the material you're using is. So it's essentially heating it through this electromagnetic induction. You're able to heat it perfectly evenly by forcing all of the atoms inside the material to vibrate in unison really, really fast.
You can like turn this into like a video, my guy. So like get like
Yeah,
lots of
This
subscribers.
is why I don't mess with like blacksmith because it's just my brain is way too small for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's hard. Like
Hello.
my grandpa does it, but like he says I can't do it
Can you
all the
hear me?
time because like it's too hard. Like it takes too much effort.
Ooh,
Um,
I'm sorry, I'm gonna read a comment real quick. We said, hey, hey, Pete, going on. Heard people were causing drama in the server. Yeah, that was the thing we talked about earlier. We have 16 viewers. I appreciate you guys. But sorry, there was somebody who was about to say something and I cut him off.
So King, go on.
I was gonna say, well, if it's related to the topic, I was about to say a random thing. So if you're saying something related to the topic, you should speak first.
Oh, no, you're fine. I was just reading comments, trying to make sure that I keep up with everybody.
Okay. Stormcloaks or Imperials from Skyrim?
Ooh, that's
I
ooh,
choose Imperials.
Ooh.
Stormcloak, shut up.
ooh. It's interesting.
Here's my opinion.
Okay.
If we're talking long term, Imperials, and then later, once the Empire is back on its feet, the the Nords could discuss a freedom treaty. That's my opinion on the situation.
Peacefully, yeah.
Yeah,
S-
They
peacefully.
don't do it very peacefully. Ultimately, it's kind of a meme.
Really, the only reason the Nords want independence in the first place is because of the ban of Talos worship. But if they unite the Empire again, they could fight the Thalmor, who are enforcing the Talos worship ban in the first place.
Keep in mind, though, Connor, I think another issue is the extreme racism, specifically in
Yeah,
xenophobia.
so
They're
like,
Don't even try
xenophobic.
walking there as a
Hold
Khajiit,
it.
guys. I do it. It's not fun. People comment on your race constantly there.
Yeah, it's like so like Nigeria is like filled like I'm from like Nigeria. It's like filled with like xenophobia. So like we have like two groups. So we have the Christians and we have like
Skyrim.
My man said no, but in Nigeria there is a
Yo, bro,
real
I'm just saying.
political conflict right now.
Like,
No,
it's like, bro, just hold up. I'm not gonna go deep into it.
Okay,
There's like
sorry.
two groups.
I just thought that was funny. It was like,
let's hear
yeah,
about Nigeria.
so in
Hold on, let's hear
Skyrim.
about
Anyway,
Nigeria.
All right. So two groups. So like with two different groups comes with two very different problems because like two groups interacting. So two different groups, two different beliefs interacting don't really tend to go well in history. So yeah.
So it's the Christians and what's the other group?
We have the Christians and we have the not Islam. It's like is it like Muslims?
Okay, so well, yeah, I think that'd be considered Islam. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't Muslim and Islam the same thing? Except
Yeah, I
or am
really don't know.
ignorant?
I don't really go deep into it, but like yeah. So like yeah, and like we have different tribes, so like they have to like balance like between the tribes, like different power between the tribes, and like the different power between the religions as well. It's pretty complicated. So
That's the thing that's crazy about large geopolitical conflicts like that.
yeah,
That's it's
exactly. Like everyone hates each other. Like even America, like there's like so many people in one place. There's like so many problems, and like everyone gets mad at each other.
no,
Well,
absolutely.
if you put like 300 million people in like a tiny, I guess it isn't tiny, but like I don't know.
All
I
fighting
guess
for the
one
same
of the-
resources, they're gonna
one
get
of the
mad at
things-
each other.
One of the things about Canada is we're the second largest country in the world, yet we only have 30 million people who live here.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's why we have free healthcare. That's why this place is relatively peaceful, especially in comparison to the United States.
Yeah.
So you
That's
just
why-
feel
I-
like
I don't know
the
about that.
abundance
I
of
guess, like, the
resources for people
distribution
is
of, like,
a little bit better. You feel like
Yeah,
there's
'cause, like,
more.
we're not as
opportunity.
there's not as much. We're not as claustrophobic here, right? It's not 4 people living in one house in like a giant city. It's like sure we have apartment buildings and sure we still have cities, but like there's not as claustrophobic as American cities.
Yeah.
Well,
You
let's
clearly
just say
have never
that
lived
Canadian
in the
cities is where the
USA.
cesspool go.
Because the majority
Canadian
of
cities
U.S.
is where the
land is
cesspool go.
unpopulated.
So
Yeah, I know because everybody hugs the coast.
so King
Yes.
Connor, you
Yeah,
are
it's
you are in Canada right now?
Yeah, I'm
So-
from
I'm sorry, what part of Canada?
I'm from southern Alberta.
Oh, awesome. So that's what I was
What
gonna
was that
ask you.
address again?
What's that? Let's dox you. Let's dox you right now. What's that? What's
Oh,
that
yeah.
phone number?
Oh yeah, 1803 Second Avenue North, Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada.
Oh, got him. We screen capped it. We got him. We're swatting. We're going in.
Flip that. We got
My
some.
dad rents out
Bro,
that
the
property,
Empire
so
of
they're gonna be
the-
very
like,
confused.
He's like getting content from all of this, my guy.
Oh, I love it. I'm here for it. We're stirring the drama right now. No, but
So
Yeah.
what I was gonna ask is, King Connor, that's a great
Mhm.
question. When you being from Canada and saying that you do enjoy life in Canada for
Mhm.
what it is, what makes you then strive to be a micronationalist? Because I know for me in the United States, I do love the United States and I appreciate it for everything it's given me. But at the same time, my family has never been rich. We've dealt with a lot of hardships, and I feel like part of my creation of Eternia and wanting to have a nation is to make somewhere that's better for people. If your family hasn't had that kind of struggle, or if, I can't say that, but if you feel like life is relatively comfortable, what made you push to do something different?
Well, the main reason I wanted to make a micronation was because ever since I was a wee lad,
Lad.
A baby boy.
I always wanted to have my own personal small community.
Mhm.
And basically I essentially wanted to build a commune, and nowadays I'm using micronationalism as a foundation to build a commune upon. So everything I do about micronationalism, like all the ministries and all the government thing, it's really just a flavor to a commune.
Mhm.
Is the end of it, and it's a secular commune. It's not like I'm not freaking David Koresh and Waco Siege over here. No, it's just I want to build a bunch of houses in a
Yeah, hold up.
field and have some people
KMG.
live in.
Hold up. Like KTM. Like 343. Like 343 gaming. Yeah, like Europeans messed everything up. And like they. No, no, no. I'm not bringing anything up. Like anything else up. Other than this, like they messed up everything. Like as soon as they went and colonized Africa. So like everything's messed up. People hate each other. We have puppets, from that corruption, all that stuff. So yeah,
Well,
it's not going well for us over here.
That's one of the things I wanted to talk about, dealing with geopolitical conflicts and stuff like that. I want to get back to Canada in a second, but
Thank
talking
you,
about
Britain.
talking about places like Israel and Palestine, that has always fucked me up, because I understand there's always been tensions there. I understand no matter what side of the conflict you're on, you're always leaving somebody's viewpoint out. You're always missing some part of the picture. But for that reason, I think that that's why I like micronationalism so much, is because I think that if people continue to grow this community, and if people really insist on being able to govern themselves and create a life that they want to, that places like the Middle East, where there is so much tension, isn't going to become two large, countries fighting over each other. It's going to be a whole bunch of different people of different ideologies coming together to form communities where they can just live and be more peaceful and be happier, without needing to hold on to all the baggage that's stuck behind in being born under a flag that you couldn't choose. You know what I mean? You can't choose
Yeah.
which side of the what is it? Oh, I'm gonna butcher this, but whatever side of the river you're on.
The Jordan.
The Jordan, yeah, thank you. You can't help, where you're born there. You can't help which family you're in. So
Whether or not you're in the Gaza Strip,
exactly,
or whether or not your country leaders want the Gaza Strip.
mm-hmm. Or whether you're Jewish or Muslim. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I googled it. Islam is the name of the religion. Muslim is a practitioner.
Perfect. Cool.
So it's like if the never mind the bad analogy.
I do
Yeah.
appreciate the clarity though.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, because
I have
everything else
relatives
is
that
simpler, like Christianity and Christian, or Judaism and Jewish person.
Jew.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I lost my train of thought.
Yeah. Yeah, the world's just messed up. Thank you. Yeah, just gotta thank, all those powers, so, and
No, absolutely. I think that's been again, one of the coolest things about micronationalism is the fact that you have a chance to start over. You have a chance, no matter where you are in the world, no matter what your belief system, to go to the people around you and say, let's leave this behind and start something new. Whatever your grievances with other people are, whatever your difficulties, we can choose to come together in this. We don't have to be forced into a rough spot. We can decide to come together under a similar ideology.
Yeah.
And people are free to come and go in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Oh, he is? Hey, bro, he actually is. Oh, bro, that's nice. What part? Is he in like the capital or like where?
Oh, I'm not on the stream, so I'm missing out on a lot of
I'm
content.
trying to figure
King
out.
Charles.
Yeah, I haven't been
Like
reading.
there's like another guy from like I'm like having a conversation with him. It's very interesting. We don't see like that many people. I mean, you know, like fellow like Nigerians like on a stream. So I mean, not like really on YouTube at all.
King Charles, I have the question of, so call me a colonialist European, but what is Yoruba and Igbo?
Mhm.
So the Yoruba and Igbo are like two different tribes within Nigeria. So with like government power, they're different. Like as, like in the United States, we have different races. We have different like people. So like I think we have three main tribes: Yoruba, Igbo, and like I can't remember like the other main tribe. So, like as I said, you have to balance political power, government power, with like the needs of each individual tribe. Or like we have like this terrorist group. It's similar to ISIS. It's called like the Boko Haram. So
Mhm.
like you've
I've
heard it
heard
on the
them.
news. They've kidnapped girls and stuff.
Yeah.
So like those are like that's like a militant group, like a splinter militant group of like the ISIS group. They're what was it Muslim, like they've been doing killings. The Nigeria has been at excuse me, I'm stuttering. They've been at war with them. I don't remember when it started. We've been through like really like two main like wars. Like we have the Biafran, like those are like the people that like that wanted to create their own nation. I don't like the like what
Secessionists.
yeah, it's secessionists. And we have the Boko Haram. They want to like create an Islamic state within like Africa, and I understand that like they want to create their own state, but like the means they do it in is it's terrible. It's I can't I don't know. It's like they kidnap girls. They brainwash them with their like own propaganda. It's terrible. Like I mean, I love Nigeria personally. I love my country. I love it. I would do anything if I could fix it. If I could go back, fix it. I would do anything. But it's hard because we have all these tribes here. We have European influence like over the years impacting Nigeria, and like sometimes it kind of makes me cry, and like I'm it's complicated. Yeah, we have to balance all these powers out, and like everyone's not getting enough, and people need to be more involved in like this stuff. It like there's like so many factors. Like people like other Europeans like create puppets in like different like African states. Or, like I mean not African states but African countries. Um, and like they'll like manipulate them, say, all right, how about you do this so you can enable these companies, so these European companies or like American companies or Chinese Asian companies come over here mine, and they disregard the locals entirely, and like it's sad what like post European like it's terrible. I'm just gonna say that it's terrible.
No, but King Charles, I would actually love to ask you some questions about Nigeria and about, what do you feel like? You were talking about how you love your country and how you hope that you can do something to help improve the situation there. What do you feel like is the biggest thing that needs to be done for Nigeria? I know there's a lot of different aspects of the situation, but what do you feel like impacts everyday Nigerians the most?
Well, number one, we need to like find a balance between religion and find a balance between religion, and we need to find a balance between the tribal powers. So it's the tribal powers. I mean, they've always been we understand each other. We know like we love like we even in the military we have Christians, we have Muslims, like and like they all fight for Nigeria. Like we they excuse me, they both have that understanding. They're fighting against this splinter group threatening, their country. So find a balance between political and but not political, but like tribal and religion, and like it'll be like all set for Nigeria. But like you know we're trying to build, like the only way you could like move from this like is like if you can do it yourself. It's like, people, it's like, yeah, so Nigeria needs to grow by itself. That's what I'm trying to say right now. So
Absolutely.
if Nigeria can grow by itself, then we're all set from there.
And
And yeah.
And I think that's a really important thing to bring up as well. Me being in the United States is like 200 years old. So compared to a country like Nigeria, a place where people have been for millions of years, it's interesting because I don't think people around the world fully understand how the impacts of being a part of a tribe versus being a part of a country or a religion can be different, and how all of those different aspects of an individual can change their perspective on the society they live in.
Yeah. It's hard. It's complicated. People are dying every years. It's people like it's come to a point where like people have to like rob other people on like the side of the road just to get like enough like for like their little children to eat, or like kids like so kids like have been used by the Boko Haram as well. They've been manipulating them, turning they put C4s, like explosives on them, told them to like to go run into that crowd over there. Like it's terrible, and all this like it was yeah,
It's because they don't respect human life.
it's
Yeah.
like they don't respect human life. It's just like a complete disregard. Like, and like this is like this one story, like a Cameroon unit, it's like the surrounding areas have been like affected by the Boko Haram. So Cameroon, like which is by
Oh yeah, Chad
Nigeria,
too.
they've set up like yeah, it's so like I think there's like another one. I don't remember like the other country, but like I think yeah,
Chad. It's
Nigeria.
Chad.
So Cameroon and Nigeria, and I
Oh.
think Chad, and so they've worked together to like like numb like this threat like from their nations. So, Cameroon, like, it got to a point like the suicide bombings like via cars got to a point that they had to like dig a trench like across like this one forest. They like would go back and regroup like after an attack. So they had to dig a trench. So in a car, there was a child. Like there's a story of like there's go check it up on YouTube. So like
Mhm.
a child was in a car. One of the insurgents told them to like go run into that village, and like in that car told a child like go to that village, press this button, but thank God the button was what was it, it was like faulty, like the bomb was faulty.
Defective.
Like, they ended up getting beat by the villagers, but I understand like they're angry because like generations like Africans live in like generations. So like we have a grandma, we have a grandpa, we have an auntie, we have an uncle, we have sisters, brothers, cousins, and mothers, fathers, and and I understand their frustration, but like it's every like cruelty is it's taught. Yeah, I'm like it's sad. I understand. It's a difficult topic. There are like lots of factors, lots of people. Like if you see like the influence, like Europeans are like done to Africa, it's mind numbing. Like the amount of like stuff like Africa's been through. It's like we've had
Oh yeah.
it's
That's true.
coups, civil wars. Heck, hold up. There's like this hold up. So like I need to search this up. So there's like this one like who owned who owned what was it like like Central Africa? It was like the
Central
hold up,
African
it's like
Republic.
Was it
it was like the
the
Central Africa.
was it like Denmark or something, and like the Congo,
Yeah,
or
What do you mean,
I don't know.
DR Congo? I think
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
Belgium.
The Congo. Like
Yeah,
there was,
Belgium.
there was a slaughter of like millions of people. Like and like it's sad. Like what like it's come to, and like it makes me cry sometimes. And I understand like yeah like it's like a complete disregard of human life. So like
Hmm.
it's impacted Africa, like and like the blood is still there. It's people are still suffering because people are living under like poverty. There's so much corruption. There've been coups. There've been dictators. It's crazy, man.
Oh,
Crazy.
it
it is?
wasn't feet; it was hands. In when Congo was still a colony.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
they cut off people's hands or something like that and sold them.
hands like it signify like so they weren't wasting ammunition. So
Wait,
yeah,
what?
and
They cut off people's
yeah,
hands for what?
They did.
and would check if they weren't wasting ammunition. So they were like forced. It was technically slavery, but like with like extra steps. So they cut off people's hands. It's just terrible. Like
10 million. 10
millions.
million.
Like
In 23 years, 10 million Africans were killed.
we have the
Oh my god.
what else? We
Just-
have like
Just in the Congo. That's only in the Congo for this one event.
what was that other like thing? It was like the Rwanda and like
Yeah.
something like
Rwanda
yeah,
genocide. There was the
yeah,
The
it was a
Hutu and the
genocide.
Tutsi.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
is more open about this. And like I understand, like we have other like like we have to like look to the future now. Like we have to like learn from
Yeah.
like our past, but like you know it is like goes to like with like other stuff. We have to like balance out like certain factors within a country, and without like those certain factors, we like unless we balance out those certain factors, we can't really live peacefully. So yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that reminds me a lot of like in the Panama and like some of the South American countries
Hey
when
guys,
corporations would go in. One
I'm
of the famous things was because there were so many swamps, they would kill the locals and use them to build human bridges.
Well,
Jesus.
That's messed up.
Hey guys, I'm sorry to cut y'all off. I just had a question. This is kind of some bullshit because this is a really important conversation. I want to keep having it. The stream is being weird. It's paused right now. Does anybody know shit about Streamlabs? Because I'm trying to. I don't want to end the stream, but I want to figure out a way to like refresh the stream if possible.
Well, I'm watching the stream on my computer right now, and your camera is paused, but the gameplay in the background isn't. Like I see people moving,
Oh, so it's
so it's
just
still
that.
definitely recording.
Oh, thank you. All right, sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut y'all off. Let me see if I can
No
fix that.
problem. But yeah, I actually wanted to say that my father is, and in the 80s there was a socialist thing going on there, and it's still sort of happening. But I just went to King from the only name I know you as, what he had said about Nigeria that really kind of reminded me of all the things that my grandparents and my dad have been telling me about Peru, because it's very much the same where people have to steal from each other to survive. And it's sad because my family's actually part of the really, really rich part, which makes me kind of disgraceful because it feels like we hoard money away from the people who really badly need it. But from how I understand it is that there's 10% European in Peru, and that same 10% owns almost all of the wealth. So what you have then is the natives who have almost nothing, and then you have this European guy who's a socialist. He's called Presidente Gonzalez, if you want to do research on that. And they basically, I think these conditions where people are living really bad lives and all that are perfect setups for basically terrorist organizations where people will kill to get power and whatever else that there is, even though maybe they're not actually fighting for what's good. Like in Nigeria, the Boko Haram, if I'm saying this correctly, it sounds
Boko.
like they're very much, oh, they think the Islamic State is the best way for Nigeria and all that, but they're not going the right way about it whatsoever, clearly. Because I don't think violence and murder is the way to find your goals. You got to do it peacefully.
Yeah, it's the same thing in
So,
Iran. My
mm,
my family came from Iran during the Civil War, and they were part of the upper class there. And when that happened, it kind of is like the collapse of a dictatorship, basically. And the theocracy that came in place is basically what happened with no like good intervention going on, where all those frustrated poor feelings just like
Now, do you still have family in Iran, or during that
Yeah.
conflict, did some of your family flee?
a ton of them. Well, pretty much most of the rich people fled to the USA during that time, which speaks volumes of how corrupt the upper class was over there. Yeah, now it's like kind of all over the place. The poverty issues haven't really been fixed very much. There's still like local terrorism, but like the majority of it has kind of changed into basically the same problems, but like a different label. And it's just like kind of like there has to be like a better way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Well, I think there's definitely there's the better way. Don't think that there's the better way. I think that a lot of people in poor and they're frustrated with upper classes. I don't think the best way to take your frustrations out is by killing that upper class or doing something violent with other people. The way you go about it is you peacefully protest, you do demonstrations, you do these things that should be legal. And again, if the state ends up fighting back, then that is obviously the state's issue. That's going to be internationally hated. I know for certain. It's kind of like when India left Britain, something like that. That's an ideal situation, but of course India isn't in
but
an ideal
that's
situation
if they did
now.
that 100 years earlier, that wouldn't have turned out the same way.
Yeah.
like
It's
And
very
also,
situational.
Britain. The difference is, as well, Britain was at that time when they did what Britain was going through a phase. That was like one of the first like Britain was going through a phase of being like, yeah, okay, we'll let every colony that wants to go from like that point up until I don't know, now they have like 10 colonies, which so there's definitely a difference between like your own tyrannical government. I don't know, I wouldn't say tyrannical, but like, you know what I mean, like your own government that you feel is oppressing you, and the difference between a foreign nation, because there's a
It's
much
always
higher
better to
likelihood
be
that a
oppressed by
foreign
your
nation.
own people than by other people.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, no, there's a difference, because when it's foreigners, there's a chance you might be able to convince them to leave, but you can't convince your own people to leave, right? Well, I mean, except in Iran, I guess, but
yeah, I guess.
I think there are a lot of people that are convinced to leave their homes.
I mean, like, but if they're the ruling class is what I mean. Obviously not refugees, but
Oh, okay.
if you can't
Yeah.
convince the ruling class to leave their country, they'll just shoot you or whatever. It's a lot easier to convince.
You can force them.
Yeah, I know that's why
Yeah,
revolutions
but
happen.
it's also gets complicated when
You gotta
other
think about
governments
the
support them.
education like they've gotten. So like what like their like mentality is like. So it's like look, we have a bad person. All right, so what are we gonna do? We like at this point they probably don't even like know about probably protesting. Probably like think of it like as like some type of like distant like something like I don't know like something distant. It's you gotta like think about like like what they're going through and like what they've done. You know, I'm just saying. So
No, I
yeah.
agree. One of the things I think has been really interesting about seeing all of this from an outside perspective and hearing about all of these different changes in governments around the world is that it seems like economics and specifically the ability of people to access the internet, sort of the democratization of the internet, has really allowed people to level the playing field a little bit. You know, places where it would have been 100 years ago almost impossible to escape poverty if you didn't have the means already. Now gives normal people at least some of a fighting chance to be able to make something in their home countries, and if not, at least have the ability to escape a little bit easier.
Yeah,
And
so much more integration in like the world. Like if like heck, like I mean, what was it like? What was it like the Qin dynasty or like the Qin Empire? I
Qing,
don't know. It's like
Qing
Qing,
Dynasty.
yeah, the Qing dynasty. So like the hold up. So like I don't like know like all of it. So like forgive me. So I think like the Chinese were like not under occupation but like conquered by like the Qing Empire. So like fast forward like maybe like a few like years like what was it like yeah so fast forward like a few years what was it excuse me so the like I guess like a Chinese people staged like a revolt and like you know it's just like there's like so much foreign integration like what happened there it's kind of ridiculous like when like materials and like when like materials and like land and like property and economics and like all that stuff is involved like people just I don't know what people turn into monsters technically it's terrible.
It's greed.
Yes, greed.
And going back to the internet comment, the internet is great, obviously.
Glory
But
to the,
pardon?
glory to the internet.
Yeah, exactly. But the one detractor that comes with universal internet access everywhere, in my opinion at least, is that it kind of causes the Americanization of a lot of these places where their like original culture is slowly being replaced by this American culture. Like I've spoken to at least three people from like middle middle to Eastern European countries who know English, specifically American English, better than their own home language. And some of this stuff, I don't know, I find it sad, honestly.
Yeah.
I
I
agree
think
with
they do that more for business, though.
Yeah, I know, but like,
I was gonna say, I think a lot of like, as far as people speaking English, I think like, I'm sorry, let me check to actually see who said that, so I don't get the name wrong. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm missing out on who's saying things, but whoever made the business comment, I think is 100% right. But also, I think there's a lot of the flip side of it. Like, I think the internet is an equalizer because right now, there is a lot of American content out there because the United States was the first country to really start establishing the internet worldwide. But the thing that's incredible about it is it's also made the United States change in what it is and every other country change in what it is. Like K-pop's a thing in the US that people are really hype about that I feel like in previous generations people just wouldn't have had the same respect or attention for. I think it allows people in those other countries to also share just as much as people in the US.
So like also like what was it like the Chinese Communist Party covering up like COVID too. It's
Yeah,
yeah,
they did that
it's
for
like
at least 2 months.
and then
And
also lying about the
Mhm.
infection statistics.
oh yeah.
swear to
So
God.
in Wuhan, they restricted land travel so that COVID would not spread to the rest of China, but they did not restrict international flights. So they allowed the hotbed of COVID to spread to other countries, just not within China.
Wow.
Oh dang.
So they were like, it's fine for everyone else to get sick, but we're gonna try and protect ourselves first.
Yeah,
Exactly.
The
a lot.
Chinese Communist Party, like they shut up people like that, like we're telling the truth. It's like,
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, it looks stupid when they're doing that. But it's
And-
also kind of
and the-
ridiculous. They give us a month heads up in the
Hong
USA.
Kong is well. Hong Kong is like a hotbed right now. It's like, holy oh my god! Now, like a few months ago, it was like, God, like when are they get like gonna like let up like the protesting? I'm more like, what the? Well, all right, damn, God, damn.
Yeah.
Like, excuse my language, but like, whew.
Well, another thing that's happening that the CCP, not the CCCP, that fell in 1991. The CCP is doing is they're reaching out to their Chinese nationals abroad, and they're lying to them and saying the condition here is better. We are doing way better than the rest of the countries of the world. But then when they come back, they say you can't leave anymore after they find out that it's way worse.
Yeah, also,
Ooh.
like one article. There's like this one article, like on Nigeria, like Nigeria was like involved in it as well. It's like they were blaming people of like African descent, like for like bringing like the virus to like China.
They're still doing that.
And like
China
and they're like
is-
they're kicking people out of their own homes, and like Nigeria had like
They are.
they're trying to like quote unquote evacuate their own people like out of China. So it's stupid.
It's not just Africans. It's all foreigners. It's anyone who's not Han Chinese. China is a very racist place, and if you're a foreigner, if you were not born in China, you can never become a citizen. You will always be a foreigner to them if you live there. No matter how hard you try, you will never be accepted.
And China's gonna get a lot of shit for that, for this, after this shutdown is over. They're gonna be sanctions, increased sanctions, my guy, and
that's bold of you to assume that anybody would dare displease China in our modern economy.
China.
Why would I displease China? They make stuff and I buy it.
We
I can't
could
be mean to
displease
them.
China because we handle everyone's debt.
Like most of the stuff we have here is like kind of made from China, but still, what is China gonna do? Take away our guns? I'm joking.
Don't start giving them ideas.
I was gonna say it is interesting as well, though, because I've heard in a lot of places in Africa as well, like similarly to how everybody says that right now China's the production capital of the world. I've heard in a lot of places in Africa it's starting to become very similar, where industries and things are starting to emerge that can produce China.
Yeah, indeed. Africa's been blessed with a lot of resources. This the geography of it, not been really good though. I'm just saying, different clans, as I said, different areas,
No, for sure.
Yep. A lot of tribal conflict.
A lot of resources, but other than that, we need to just fix the basic stuff, essentials, business, and economics. But after that, we'll be fine. Everyone's gonna be all nice, yeah.
If Africa had more stability and infrastructure, a lot of those countries could be extremely rich. Just off natural resource wealth, not including what other industry stability could bring to the table.
Also, one landlocked country, Botswana. I don't know, in Africa, they mostly rely on the diamonds they mine to fund infrastructure, what was it hospitals, schools, and all of that. So they're making good money off of that, and it's a pretty nice place to live. It's great, So
Back to
yeah.
Corona.
And something else is good because there's actually one of the reasons that what's it called? Africa is so wealthy with all these natural resources is that they only started recently discovering them, right? Because Europe and the Middle East has been mining their natural resources for years and years and years.
Yeah, because of the colonial.
Because but now, because it didn't really interest the Africans, these resources. The Europeans came and discovered them, said, "Hey, mine these for me," but now they're independent, so now they're mining it for themselves.
Yeah, but like there's like still corruption, like and like that, like the one thing, it's like puppets. So like there are puppets everywhere. There's like puppets like how like there are puppets in like I'm not trying to go political, but like in like the United States, like political parties, like they only serve the interests of like a party. I said this before, so
that's not even like too controversial or political. That's just blatant fact. They work.
People are just like kind of stupid when they're picking parties. It's like what is like you're picking like so all right, one's worse, the other one's less worse. Like I'm gonna pick the less worse one because like I mean there is like a party that's like neutral. George Washington was like a neutral so
Washington was
Federalist.
Washington was literally against parties. He said that in his farewell address. He said parties will divide the country.
He's not wrong.
Words were too true.
Yeah,
honestly.
I think that's one of the weird things about political parties in the United States as well, and part of the reason why I felt like being in the United States, I really like micronationalism, is just because I'm 22 now. I've been able to vote. I was able to vote in the last election, and I didn't because, and I know people would give me some shit about it, but it's because like.
I'm giving you praise for it, AP.
This is why, if you ask me, I think the United States would benefit from a parliamentary system. It really
agree.
like
it's like
instead of voting for one person, you're voting for the party. You're not like whoever the people of the party, they decide who the leader of the party is. Not like some arbitrary poll. You only get
Democrats don't like this guy, so the Democrats are gonna go like, oh yes, the less unlike the Republicans. This Democrat doesn't like sound too bad. Let's go for him. It's
stuff like that. It is the parliamentary system shines because it breaks it down to the county level, or I don't know what it is exactly, but it divides them up into these regions. There's no what's it called? But it only wins per seat. You have to get a seat in the House of Commons. Otherwise, the people without the most seats, they don't win the election. Rather than voting for one guy, and that one guy suddenly becomes the president.
I'm happy we don't have a proportional representation system. Oh God.
Yeah.
That would suck.
If we had proportional representation in Canada, we wouldn't have the funny laughing clown Trudeau. We would have Scheer.
Well, I think one of the things.
Oh, hey, Stefan. I didn't know you were here.
Hello. A parliamentary system for the U.S. is that I agree. I just don't really like parties in general because what parties have done for the United States is make everything incredibly inefficient. When you talk about seeing these politicians and 90% of what they do in a day is make phone calls to rich donors saying, hey, will you please give me money? You know they can't actually be doing much for the common citizen or being in touch with what we need.
See, you see, guys, this is why I like AP. We see eye to eye.
I think
he hit the nail on the head.
I think another way we could solve that is the thing is about the parliamentary system is it breaks it down to the local level. You live there, you're in touch with your people. You wouldn't get as many of those phone calls unless except for like I don't know, but like I definitely do think parties. I think the problem is there's been too much party drift in the States. In Canada, the liberals and conservatives are still pretty much we both somewhat agree on what we want. There's still a lot of disagreements, but not to the same extent of the states at all.
In the
Oh,
U.S., whatever one party agrees with, the other party disagrees with, and it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. Here we
In
got some,
Canada,
like,
there is so much
Bro,
like there is
Civil War
inter.
in the United States.
So
in
I got speaking from experience because I've seen the same thing the US has where someone has a view just to be against another one. So I went to this, by the way, about to dox myself if you decide to search up what constituent this politician from.
Oh
Get your
god.
keyboard out.
Men, get your
So,
notepad.
in my I don't know what you call it, what the constituent, I guess. Terry Dowdall won, and the thing with him is pretty much no one voted except for old conservatives. So therefore, the conservative won. Most people here are actually NDP, but they don't vote because they feel outnumbered, despite that not being true. And I went to this one live debate
Sound
with
like idiots.
with the guys.
Oh,
So anyway, I went to this one live debate, and how I can experience it, how I can say is, so the big parties, the conservatives and liberals here, they basically said everything just to dig at each other.
Yeah, it's parties are just like, oh yeah, talk trash. Oh
Right.
yes,
Man,
talk,
sounds
Yeah.
like
talk, and like they don't get anything done. That's
Better-
what
I
party.
think NDP was a joke in this one.
Yep.
Like, basically, they said let's declare a state of emergency for every last little thing.
Yeah.
So
I think.
I had a you're gonna say something?
Oh yeah, something I don't like is the divide between Western Canada and Eastern Canada. Like I don't think Wexit is the best option. That's
Wexit? Excuse me, what?
Wexit? What is Wexit? Is
Oh!
this new stuff?
Like, I don't know.
Wexit is basically the people from Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba were like, you know what? These
Oh,
stupid
yeah.
Eastern provinces were like, they're being rude to us. They're not respecting us. They're all they have way too many voter sleeves, and I agree with that. I think
I agree with that too.
the Eastern provinces have way too many seats in Parliament.
Way
Because
too many.
the thing is, the only people that win over there are Ontarians and
Just look at
Quebecois.
the map of Ontario for the electorals.
Like, they're-
Quebecois.
Looking imbalanced.
Ohio.
there's just so many more. It's so imbalanced. In the Western
I
provinces, we have like
Alright.
3 seats. Not really, but like still,
Yeah, you don't have a
um,
lot.
we don't have a lot, and we still make up a pretty
No.
large margin of the Canadian population. But we have basically no say. And
Here's
I think
what's sus about that is the Ontarians are complete funny clown men. They don't know what they're saying at all. The people who vote are
Oh, I'm
often
finding
extremely
a good
beyond.
map.
My man said
And-
the Ontarians are funny clown.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the
like-
best way I can say that. PG.
like it's basically the prime minister of our country is a drama teacher. Can you imagine if a drama teacher won the American election?
Wrong thing.
That would
The
be
one
We've had
thing about
actors
that,
in
stupid.
the American election.
The funniest thing about this, though, is that how I view it is most Canadian politicians aren't actually politicians. They're what I like to say are celebrities. They're for the money and they're for the fame, and that's very much true with Trudeau, 100%.
Yeah, Trudeau
He's very
Tru-
much for the.
Yeah, I
Trudeau
can't.
Trudeau said sorry. Justin Trudeau.
What do you say? What do you say? I'm curious. You're getting me curious.
God damn it, I lost my train of thought.
Justin
No,
Trudeau wore blackface.
yeah, he wore blackface. No, that's true. That's true. He wore
No, he was
blackface
just
on
trying to
multiple
look at
occasions. And then he went to India and dressed up in like some religious gear and walked around like it was like normal
sorry.
everyday
I
clothing.
think it was a sorry.
As well, like the natives have been like screwed over like all the time.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. So the reason why a lot of people voted for Trudeau in the 2014 election, Will Machine, do you remember when the election was?
2015.
Yes, I
believe.
think 2016.
2015. That's it. 2015, because we had our election again in 2019, I think.
Yeah.
So October 2019. There we go. So in 2015, the major reason why Trudeau won was because he said he would legalize weed, which appeals to so many people. Oh man, I wanted to weed, and because he had because he was quote unquote attractive. For real.
Because he
You have
was
no
quote unquote on paper symmetrical.
You have no idea how many voting ads I saw. You have no idea how many voting ads I saw that were all like, "Oh my God, Trudeau is so sexy!" Like all the time.
Yeah, dude.
Sounds
He
like
had an
modern
ad
Yeah,
on
it's those
Pornhub.
single mom
Oh my
voters,
God.
man.
Yeah, no, for real. That is what he was guiding
The
for.
thing, I once heard a quote. This was one of the most accurate politics related quotes I've ever heard. It said, "Politicians are only concerned with two things: staying in office and berating the opposition."
Yeah.
Here in Spain as well.
Monarchy is best, bro.
Monarchy is.
like Donald Trump.
I asked AP in the stream a few days ago when he I asked him, I was like, "Are you like monarchist or Republican?" He said monarchist, and I'm like, monarchist gang representing here.
You know.
Yeah.
That's something I agree with. No, but like legitimately, I kind of think we could
A constitutional monarchy would benefit the U.S. enormously. I'm gonna stick with that.
I'm saying we would benefit as a country if we gave more power to the monarchy.
Here's
And,
here's my view on it. So
We
I
would not
think it
benefit
depends
whatsoever.
on who is in power. Like if Donald
Yeah.
Trump is the monarch, I don't want to.
oh God, Christ Almighty, no!
Right.
Well, we
So-
get Charles.
so the-
His reign shall never end.
So the thing for me is, I think. Oh, I'm sorry,
Dorito-
what were you saying?
Pussy. Yeah.
Did you say Donald Trump is a Dorito pussy?
Oh God,
Whoa.
what the hell?
That's what I thought I heard. My bad.
Saspirian,
That's
is that a
some
UFO?
MLG stuff right there.
No.
Look at that.
Donald Trump actually being an alien. I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump wasn't an alien.
Yeah, Stefan raises a good point. Who would be the monarch? Say one day they
I
would.
think there would
Jimmy Fallon.
whoever. Oh my God, yeah, Norton the First. He was the best monarch. But
a
anyway,
relative of Jordan, yes.
but
Well,
aside from jokes, I think whoever would be able to successfully convince America to establish a monarchy, or some descendant of the former major Americans, so either a British monarch, or they could just elect their own.
Well, so
Yeah,
here's
there
my
was-
thing. I think
Like-
the way that it should work is, if you have a monarchy, which is something that I want to eventually establish in Eternia, once Eternia becomes something that has land and has people that live there, and it is larger. I think what monarchies can benefit from is almost a constant vote. I think it'd be really interesting because there's so much social media out there, because there is so much ability for people to instantly interact, that if you had a system where your leadership has to remain above like a 50% or a 65% popularity or something like that. If they
Well,
drop
that
below
sounds
they're done.
that sounds scary. Imagine
Oh, that's-
like if
Stefan
anybody
just
could
sent the video.
instantly imagine how many like bot raids there. At that point, if that was a thing, the Russian bots would be a problem.
They
I
still
think-
are though.
Don't do digital voting. Just
Yeah,
do
no.
drugs,
You
kids.
you make sure it's
digital
all physical.
communication, but
You have to, if you're gonna do that, you have to have a physical poll. Like a monthly physical poll, I can understand that. But a constant 24-hour online poll? Oh no.
But it wouldn't
No.
just be like whoever can vote. Like it'd be like Eternian citizens who live on the land. of Eternia.
I know, but I'm just saying, if they live there, why don't you just have a physical poll?
The next monarch.
But okay, so what about this? So you have to remain above a popularity, a certain percentage. If someone else gets that percentage though. Like it's not just that the current person drops lower than that percentage. You have to have everyone in the country over a 50% majority also agree on who should replace them. So they all have to agree that it removes this person, and also everyone has to agree on who is elected next.
Sorry, you saying that you saying that just reminds me of that one like
That sounds like the
4chan thing that they rated the Taylor Swift fan contest. So this fat guy won. Like,
What?
they would just get a guy from 4chan. I'm the new king of America or whatever, Eternia.
Monarchist trigger warning. Here we go. We live
What is
under an
this?
outdated constitutional monarchy. Why should we let an old woman across the ocean control our nation? Canada is now more developed
than ever.
and
We can control our own country. The monarchy is useless, and we could do much better without it.
Thus,
I want to make this country a republic. A republic is a nation where the head of state is a prime minister / president.
There is no
There's
monarch.
no monarch.
Let's stop
Let's stop
endorsing
endorsing Britain and cut our ties with those tyrannical, imperialist, sympathizing Brits.
I am
Unquote.
Canadian,
I almost vomited in my mouth.
Canada, Britain. Oh my god!
And it wasn't imperialists that did it. So they are suggesting making it a republic.
Wait,
Yes,
so what are you
the
where are
Canadian
you reading
Republic
from?
isn't-
Because y'all both said the exact same thing.
The general chat.
Oh no, the chat. That's my friend. That's one of my best friends who made
I
that.
don't-
By the way, I agree with the Canadian Republic. That is
Your best
beautiful.
friend.
You know what?
Your best
You're-
friend said that.
You're cut out. No more. I'm not talking to you anymore. How dare you commit treason against Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, House of Windsor? Okay, she
Go, guys.
is,
Ready,
she
ready?
is the queen. She is
If we had to pick
the
a foreign monarch
Ready,
to be
guys?
the monarch of the U.S., I like the
Guys, ready? I'm
Norwegian
gonna commit
guy.
a crime. I'm
the
gonna commit hate
Norwegian guy.
I am
If
almost
I had
Nazis-
to,
all
if
Nazis
I had to
deserve
make
death.
Canada,
Bam.
if I had to make a Canada of a dominion of another country, I would
This
pick.
does.
I would pick.
Oh, I was talking about the U.S. because I'm you.
I know, but if I had to pick another country's to be the dominion, Canada to be the dominion of, I would pick Sweden because Carl Gustaf is amazing. Have you seen Carl
He's literally
Gustaf?
got zero power.
Yeah, but look how cool he is. Look at
He's
this.
got less power
This
than
guy's
Queen
done
Elizabeth.
nothing, but look how awesome.
Monarchy.
Sounds like
This is the kind of guy. This is the kind of guy who I want to be my king.
Here's who I want to be my king. Do you see the paper I wrote nothing on? Exactly. No one. No king.
Get out of here,
Republic.
traitor!
I am-
Traitor!
I am
How
almost
how
certain
dare
if
thou
there was
commit
a monarchy-
treason against the king, queen? Fuck. Sorry, I was thinking about Carl Gustaf still.
I am
Honest-
almost certain if there was a monarchy in the U.S., there would be a ton of people. You know, there'd be like a whole bunch of like super hard conservative, like redneck dudes who'd vote for Beyonce. You know they would.
Why would the rednecks vote for
Which is why
Beyonce? I
elective
expect.
monarchy-
It'd be secret. They'd be on the
they were
down
like
low,
no,
but they'd vote for
Rednecks,
Beyonce.
picked like the inbred.
I would
guy.
expect who like the people the liberals who said I would vote for Oprah to vote for Beyonce.
Agreed,
'Cause-
but that's what I'm saying. You know, there's some down low Republican dudes who would vote for Beyonce. You know it.
Okay,
That's true.
speaking of
Elective
countries,
monarchy is a crime against humanity. I'm gonna
speaking of
What's the crime against humanity? The
elective
monarchy.
Elective monarchy. It's
No.
literally it's a democracy.
Canadian
hidden as-
constitutional monarchy.
here speaking of division,
US.
no. Bedrock is the inferior version of Minecraft. I'm just gonna say that. I am a Java purist, okay?
Whoa.
I'm a
How
PC
did
master
we-
race.
How are
Java
we
all
just
the way. We
PC
will
master race,
exterminate all the Bedrock players. You know, I'm just
I am a Java purist.
Java pure.
Java,
exactly.
Java players
Java.
are actually
Java. guys?
Java,
Java,
players are
or
normally pretty OP.
All the way. We need to
Xbox 360.
exterminate.
Java
we need to
was our
exterminate-
Lord and Savior, Marcus Notch Pearson's original vision, okay? he did not imagine a character creator for his mining and crafting block game. Why
Excuse me,
the
what?
hell is there a character creator for
Because
the
he
mining and
sold it.
crafting block game?
Hold
And
up.
why is there
there a character
microtransactions?
Because
creator
he
on
sold
Windows
his
version?
game.
On
You guys-
Bedrock, yes.
you guys-
If you press escape right now,
Hey,
AP,
character.
you can
Oh,
find
yeah,
the
I see
character
it.
creator.
Oh, I see it. Wait, no, this is great. I actually love
You
this.
you spend money to make a character in Minecraft. There is no skins anymore. It's the costing character creator.
Well, this
It's
is why I'm just gonna stick with the
it's-
Newgrounds skins
it's
and
an
then put those on
affront.
my.
it's an affront to Minecraft itself.
It's a
Microsoft
disgrace. It's a disgrace.
has ruined Minecraft. I am a Java purist. I use the programmer textures. You have to. They have a hidden menu, where you can get programmer art on Bedrock. You have to track it down. It's an affront to everything I believe in.
Honestly,
Yeah,
our
we need to exterminate all the Bedrock players. That's what we have to
Their version of Minecraft, they have a bastardized version of the redstone. The redstone doesn't work the same. It's broken. The cross compatibility settings has made it so it slows down the game. Servers don't run as fast. They're worse. This is why Java, they need to have a Java renaissance. All players play on Java. Put Java on an Xbox. Make it so they have to install JavaScript on their Xbox using a USB in order to play Minecraft, because this
Kill my Minecraft
So,
streams.
Sorry, bro, but we gotta exterminate all the
AP,
Bedrock players.
I'm just saying you desperately need to install Java Edition on
He
your
does,
PC.
Yeah,
Actually.
I'll pay
Yeah,
for
exactly.
it.
We
Yeah,
want to
I'll
play.
buy it
We
for
want to
you,
play
AP.
Java with you, but you play cucked Bedrock.
Well, I don't know. I don't
Exactly.
know what the difference is. I just got Minecraft, so y'all gotta.
Okay,
educate
I'll
me.
explain. I'll explain the difference, because I am a preacher of Java Edition.
Okay.
I love Java.
Bedrock is the version for Xbox, phone, and for PC.
Y'all talking
Windows
smack about Xbox 360 edition?
No,
Oh,
Xbox
hold on,
360
I-
edition, that is not Bedrock. Xbox 360 edition is not Bedrock. It is significantly better.
Good.
It is just slightly
Wait,
different Java.
Xbox 360 hasn't even been updated since like 2017. or
Exactly, but
I know, I started on it
it's
back
better
when I
than
started
Bedrock.
Minecraft.
Sorry. But
That's
as I was
correct.
saying, Bedrock has all of the microtransactions. Bedrock is
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
Redstone
about.
works differently. Cross compatibility makes the game run slower. It
Okay,
gets
PCM,
updates.
you need
It
to
gets updates later.
nonsense.
But if you buy Java on the PC, you can have resource packs, you can have mods, you can have clients. If you make a server AP,
Yeah.
that we can play on during the stream, there's this like server hosting sites where you can run the server for free, and you can install mods onto the server easily. If you want, I could like help you along the
I
way.
could help too, actually. I have my own.
Yeah.
same here.
We could all play, and Java it's
AP,
exclusive to
Thing is
PC.
in Java, bro. I wanted to play on your server.
Java is
Yeah.
exclusive to PC, but it runs way quicker. It has better lag. It doesn't lag as much. The ping is way better. The redstone makes a lot more sense than in Bedrock. You can it's a lot better. There's no microtransactions. Everything is free. Like you can get skins for free and you can get resource packs for free. On Bedrock, you have to pay for both of those.
AP, are you the only member of the attorney in government? Like, there's no other persons with any kind of official or noble titles?
So that is a great question. As of right now, yes, because the way that's worked thus far is that we had tried at one point to have a state that started up, and we actually have a video about that. But
That was New Maryland, right? That was the
New
name.
Maryland, yeah. And the difficulty is, I had started a micronation before the Empire of Eternia called Veriditas, and it was something that I didn't really get off the ground. I tried to start it at the university that I was a part of, and it was a democracy. It was something where I started it, but I wanted everybody to have equal say. I wanted everything to move forward with just what vision the group had, and it devolved into people just not doing anything and abandoning it almost immediately. And then whenever I tried to institute something, so when I started the Empire of Eternity. Are you alive?
Okay.
Corona, sir? Are you alright?
I swallowed some spit when I was trying to
Stop
breathe.
dying, dude! Stop dying! I'm hearing this very interesting story from AP.
Anyway, yeah, continue. Sorry for interrupting.
5G internet causes corona due to.
How many people?
Also, just saying, please get Java, please.
I'm gonna
Please.
try, now that I know that like everybody plays Java, I guess I will.
Yeah, no, dude, you will be able
I'll
to
buy
log
you
into your
Java.
server.
Right now, I'll buy you Java if you want. I
Will you
won't.
really
I'm not-
buy me Java?
I'll buy you
He
Java
will.
Yeah,
right now.
dude, make a Mojang account,
as a
make a
birthday
Mojang
present, I
account,
guess.
buy Java, install it on your PC. It runs on pretty much any PC.
We
You can run a
have-
server. There's server hosting sites. I can run you through a process. Like I know Eternos inside and out.
Yo,
I've been
I
using
have
Eternos servers for years.
I just want to throw this out here, because y'all saying y'all about to buy stuff. I have a PayPal. If y'all just ever want to throw millions of dollars or whatever, I would love.
You gotta help her towards
That was
AP. Oh, Cats and Lands got a realm.
Is it a Java realm or a Bedrock realm?
You can play on there.
But
Okay.
I don't even have
I
right.
used to have a realm. I used the trial version of the realm.
before we get way off topic, I know there's gonna be somebody who hits me up in the comments in like 5 minutes who's like, "You didn't finish the thing about your story about Eternity."
Yeah.
I was gonna.
Please finish.
I wasn't trying to be annoying. I was gonna ask because you're about when you try something. Yes.
Yeah, so I
that.
created Veritas, and it really disappointed me because it was with some of my really, really close friends, and it didn't hurt any of the friendships, but it hurt me a little bit because it was like essentially everybody just fell apart. There wasn't really direction, there wasn't really a good leadership, and it was a learning experience. So whenever I started the Empire of Eternia, I said, I care about micronationalism, this is something I'm interested in, so I want to start it with me and doing it the way that I want to. And as this has grown and developed, once we got to around 500 subscribers, there was somebody who hit me up who sort of seemed to be in the realm of what I was looking for a new state, and seemed excited to partner with me. So I said, why not?
And that became New Maryland.
That became New Maryland, exactly.
What happened? I saw something like it collapsed.
Right, it wasn't anything crazy. It was legitimately just that effectively the person, I had talked to them for a while, we had discussed like my idea for if states start cropping up in the Empire of Eternia, or territories, is I want to have those territories be supported wholeheartedly by Eternia. If we start a state somewhere, it means that person is starting a new branch, effectively, of the Empire of Eternia where they live. So I want to make sure that that person has my support, and if possible monetary support, to get that off the ground. So we were starting to plan that stuff, starting to prepare that, and then the person just said, hey, you know what, this seems a little bit too overwhelming, and I don't think I can do that. I don't think it'd be right for me to try and get into this when I don't feel like I can uphold it. And I respected that, that was fair, but it didn't work out. So that's what ended up
It's completely
happening.
fair.
Yeah, the person just said, hey, I kind of don't want to do this. So
Stefan says one man army for the win, and Stefan, you probably know something about that. You're the
Yeah.
the one man at the GLR.
Yeah.
The one man army.
All hail the great law, right? The one man army.
Yes. The great
I
one man army.
genuinely believe you should get Java over Bedrock.
I do too.
Java's is better. General.
Yeah, it runs better. It makes more sense. It's way simpler because Bedrock. Well, Bedrock was I say simpler. Bedrock was designed for the casual player, but Java.
You in one army. I am the army.
Java.
Great job.
It's a little bit of there's a little bit of a learning curve. It's not super duper user friendly like Bedrock is designed to be, but if you're wanting a more streamlined experience where there isn't 50 microtransactions to change your skin, Bedrock is the way to go. I mean, Java, sorry, is the way to go.
Ooh,
I
you
am
slipped.
state.
You slipped.
Yeah, sorry. But if you want, like, for real, you gotta, like, change your skin.
One man
You don't
army
have to
synonym.
buy.
The
You don't
Great
have
Long
to
Run.
buy a skin pack, and you don't have to buy those like character customization things. You go on skindex.net and and
It's just a whole
you
bunch.
download a skin and put it in the skin folder. That's literally all you do.
How
That's
you
true.
doing? It's that simple. That simple. You don't.
Or you don't even have to do that. You literally press a button on skindex.net and it updates it for you. Like,
I have a
and all of it is free. Like you don't have to
I'm
pay a
gonna-
dime.
I'm gonna publicly admit this. I actually do have a back project of my own. It's on Minecraft on a personal Minecraft world of mine called the Empire of Vincentia, where I just build random things and I make it like my own little domain.
But yeah, as I was saying, Eternia,
That's cool.
we should track down a village in Java Edition, and we should build a civilization there. We could build
Oh my God.
walls. We could build
I'm
defenses.
Really
We
good
can
at it.
enslave the
What I was-
villagers.
I am a skilled builder.
What I made
Yeah.
I used to run a
watch me
Minecraft
wander
role.
off.
I used to run a Minecraft roleplay server, a medieval fantasy themed. Actually, it was a the server actually is the basis. I'm writing a novel.
That's
The
actually-
lore I designed, the server died, but the lore I made for it just kept going, and now I'm writing a novel based in the world of a Minecraft roleplay server. It has nothing to do with Minecraft anymore. I think that's hilarious.
AP,
If any of you guys want the first draft, I'm like,
Yes.
dude, DM me that first draft. I want to say.
it's not done yet. It's still a work in progress. I'm barely a quarter of the way through. I'm more like a 12th of the way through. I'm done the first chapter though,
Hey, man,
and
we
I
support
finished the
your
prologue.
project.
So
Yeah, what I was mentioning with my empire, my Minecraft empire, is I've been giving fiefs, like feudalism, to
the villagers.
No. To friends of mine, like friends and allies. I've given a few already, and I was gonna offer. Well, currently, right now, since I've talked to him the most, I was gonna offer AP one, since due to my extreme multitude of land.
Pardon. Sorry to interrupt. Who wanted the draft again?
I
Me.
will.
I
I'll
can
do it.
run.
Literally everyone here just post it.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just
Hell
post
yeah.
it in the general, and you guys can all read it. I think it's
Oh,
a.
yeah.
I'm just gonna double check, make sure it's a
I-
read only.
Bruh, this sounds.
Make some fan art
Yo.
of this.
I do editing, so I have the
Okay,
for
can you edit it? Just the person who I
I'll
gave
be
it to,
gentle.
Anonymous Chipmunk. Can you edit it? I just want to make sure you
I
can.
can edit it. I'm
Okay.
not gonna edit it.
I will.
I'm not touching it.
Okay, anyone with the
Yo,
link,
this be something.
get link.
Can you send me it?
Viewer. There we go.
Oh, this
Done.
is.
Yeah, I've
Bro,
got
this
like
is
a
epic.
weird. I've got another content idea,
Copy.
AP, if you're interested.
Yes. hit me up.
My
Okay.
Sorry.
There we go. There is a
Like,
read
going
only
into
link
stream.
to the thing.
All right, let's.
If any of you guys want to read it, it's there to read.
That's epic,
Oh
bro.
my
Remember, it is the first draft. I'm nowhere near finished.
That's okay.
And just to let you know, I know there's a multitude of mistakes. I'm not going back and fixing them. This is some writer's theory.
Yeah, it's fine.
First draft, just power through it. Then you can go back and fix it for the
Yeah.
second draft.
Hmm.
So
It gives me an idea to do a what's it called? It's how they fuck what was the thing I'm gonna say?
Documentation question mark.
Reading.
Build law.
What?
Sorry, who was talking about the additional content stuff? Because somebody was talking about
Well,
something.
I was.
I don't know.
I had
I don't
an
know.
idea for something for the
Well,
Aeternia
AP, your
channel.
Discord, your Discord
Perhaps
is
that would
lacking
be
a bit
interesting
of stuff.
for viewers and citizens alike, which is kind of like, because I'm seeing here how this is working on the stream.
What?
Seems
Just
to be
went
working
quiet.
well. And I really like streams. I actually do a podcast with a friend of mine, and we sit down for about an hour. And I thought it'd be
give
interesting,
me-
maybe
send me
every
a link
once
to
in a
that,
while,
bro.
to publish a kind of I don't even know how to explain it, but basically just a stream with you and me there, and then I ask questions given to me from citizens. Basically, a kind of fan service for Eternia, if I could say that. I don't know, something like that.
Absolutely.
Brand new
That's-
idea.
I was thinking about doing that as well for content, like talk down with the boys, talk about political problems, just like domestic problems, what's right and what's wrong, just yeah.
Yeah, just really me talking to the leader.
No, that's
Me being a
awesome.
citizen, of course.
Absolutely.
What y'all think about absolute
Where
moron?
AP just like gives out his opinion and goes like, yeah, I think this, I think that, and like I feel like this, and like yeah, just
Absolutely.
something. Yeah.
I think it's interesting because one of the biggest things I've wanted to do with the Empire of Eternia is to really make sure that as it grows and as it develops, people have real opportunity. I feel like that's the thing that makes a realist nation versus a fantasy nation, is that you're trying to make something that sincerely helps people. And for us, the strong, I guess, the high expectations that we have for citizens and why we have so few true citizens so far is just because we want everybody to be contributing economically in some way, and content is the perfect way to do that. If you can't donate to the Patreon or something like that, if you can just help us to put more content on the channel, that's a direct ability for us to make money, and then in turn for you to make money. So,
Yo, who said they had a podcast? I'm just wondering.
Yeah,
I
think
have a
yeah,
podcast.
He
Can
did.
someone, whoever,
something.
Can you DM me a link to that podcast? It's on YouTube. I really want. I want to hear it.
Same here. Yeah.
There's this guy talking in the chat right now, and I was reading it. He keeps talking about how he's Bedrock. I think something that could be good if you did a poll where it's if should you switch your streams over to Java, then you have like a B versus J for Java, B for Bedrock. I think having, a sort of democracy for the people would be good to switch the Minecraft, because this guy is talking about how you better not switch to Bedrock. So
gotcha.
I'm saying, I think maybe you should, I don't know, do a poll or something in the Discord after the stream.
No, I agree with that. I do want to do that. The thing is, I'm trying to make sure that, because I am like a broke college student, I wanna make sure that everything that we do in a way that's economically feasible for us. So
Yeah,
I
it's
invested in-
$30.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. I invested in this, which was like $30. So what I'm
For Bedrock.
yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is about making a server for Eternia, a Minecraft
Colony.
server. Yeah, exactly. But no, the thing about making an Eternia Minecraft server on Java is you can do it for completely free. There are tons of server hosting sites. Like, I'm sure, like, I know Eternos, like I said, that's a free server hosting site. It costs you $0. You just have to turn on and off the server. You can, like, people, I don't know, could request to turn on the server if they want to build something. That way, you can have griefers going in the middle of the night as well. That's a plus side to having an on and off server.
Agreed.
And during the stream, you could turn on the server completely free.
Also,
and everybody could join in with the server link in the title.
I agree.
Also,
real quick,
game-
before everybody jumps in, I just want to say, anybody who does want to make content for the channel of any kind, hit me up, because the biggest thing that I'm trying to do is I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to put stuff on the channel, and that everybody feels like we're putting out enough content, because I know for myself, I only have so much time in the day to do like edited videos and to do like the live stream stuff. So the more that you guys want to help make content for the channel, please hit me up, because that can earn you a citizenship. That it really can.
If we're talking about making things, honestly,
I agree with that, AP. I'll hit you up if I got
Yeah,
something.
yeah, same here. I'll hit you up. I know I've been lacking a bit, AP, but like just like like mostly like school in general, like friends, homework, and like this quarantine kind of stupid. Yo, thanks China for that, but yeah.
Guys, I have a quick question. Who wanted the podcast link again?
Emperor Vincent.
Vincent,
Right,
I.
So something I was gonna say, if we're talking about content, I could like I said, I've run a Minecraft server before. I could run the server. You could have op, and you could be able to turn it on and off at your whim.
Okay.
And I could like run the plugins and stuff if you want that, something like that. I don't know,
Absolutely.
because I know all I know all the good plugins. Like, and like I wouldn't say we should use creative, because that, I don't know, I thought this is like the whole purpose of this is to build our own nation up in Minecraft ourselves. But I mean, I don't know if we needed it.
Like, there's like this one game. It's called Mind of Nations. It's free on Steam. Yeah, like it goes into like the thoughts of like what like nations and like political like gains. So like let's say for colonizing, like a certain area. So you need to like have your reason. So like it's like your reason for colonization,
like
like how you
Casus
go
Belli,
about
but like for anything.
Yeah, for like colonization. It's like, oh yes, you can fabricate something about, oh yeah, the gods have like
So like what is that, like Europa Universalis almost?
Almost. It's like, oh yeah, the gods have told us we need to reunify, or like, oh yes, old maps show that this used to be our former territorial grounds, and like it's great, and like also it goes deep into corruption, how like children are raised, social stuff. So
So it's a lot about like policy and crafting something that's successful for your nation.
Also, like the Casus Belli, like, and like the combat is not like it's decent. I can say that, but like your reasoning for it is like it could just be like random sometimes. It's like, oh yes, it's like these people we used to be, like, as I said, former maps show, like these are like one of the options. It's free on Steam. Check it out right now. So yeah, it's Mind of Nations.
Sorry to
What is it
interject.
called?
I've got to go in about 5
Mind
minutes,
of
so
Nations is what he said.
Yeah, Mind of Nations.
AP, are you seeing what's in the chat?
I have been not looking at the chat. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, someone's
It's kinda
spamming
devolved.
the chat about Rachel.
Who's Michael?
And Michael, whoever Michael is.
Who is
Someone
Rachel and
deserves
Michael?
justice.
Rachel is the ramen girl you banned today, and I don't know who Michael is. Maybe if I'm making a random guess, maybe Your Imperial Majesty, if you remember that guy, who was spamming the ats all the time. But I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, they both totally deserve justice. They just won't get it in the Discord.
Dang, that's how it be like.
But yeah, no, I appreciate you. Also, whoever said they had to go in like 5 minutes, it was really good having you. I appreciate y'all hanging out.
Ah, scheisse! Ow!
Thanks. Well,
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll go now. Good night, everyone, and enjoy your nights. And thanks for having me on the stream.
See you, Will.
Thanks. You gotta join us again.
Bye.
See you,
See you guys.
Bye. For what I was just cursing about, I cut myself when mining coal, and I just accidentally squished the cut on my foot.
What?
What? You're outside?
No. The other day I was mining coal, and I just accidentally I was sitting in my chair in an awkward angle, and I just crushed my finger.
How do you find coal nodes? Like, is it like a certain area? Do you dig down? Or like?
Oh, there's basically I live in this town. It's called Colehurst, Alberta. And
Thanks for the location. Now I'm gonna send my one-man army.
I recognize that bedrock. See you soon. But there used to be a mine here. There used to be a mine here. What?
That was amazing.
What? I recognize.
I recognize that bedrock. See you soon.
Wait,
oh my god.
Oh,
Isn't
it's
that
a there's this website there's this Minecraft server. It's called 2b2t.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
people found
2b2t, the anarchy server.
people found the seed for it, and basically every seed has a custom bedrock pattern, and so on pictures people would post on the internet of the website. I'm sorry, of the server. I keep messing up. Of them in the Minecraft server, if it showed bedrock, people would comment, "I recognize that bedrock. See you soon," because people actually have like memorized the bedrock pattern, so they'd be able to find out the exact chunk that you're in. So they would recognize that bedrock, and they would see you soon, and they would show up and kill you and
I would
destroy
say
your
that.
base.
And this is why I don't mess with 2v2t, because those people are
People are sketchy. 2v2t is sketchy.
sketchy as hell.
All right,
So
I gotta go.
that's what I
See you
was
guys
joking
later.
about. I recognize that bedrock.
I gotta go. See you guys later. Stay safe.
See you, Charles.
Hey, see you, Charles. It was good to have you. Join us back on the stream later.
All right, see ya.
See you.
Wait, dude, you've been streaming?
Hopefully we'll have bedrock by then. I mean Java.
We have Java by then. My God.
Hopefully we'll have Java by then.
See ya. Stay safe, guys.
But what I was saying was there used to be a mine here, and in the early 1900s, the mine went kablooey. Some dynamite next to a lantern or something.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that was during the Cold War between North and South Liado.
I'm sorry. Cold War?
Yeah, the Cold War. Have you
nothing,
guys not
nothing.
heard of the Cold War?
No.
That you're missing out. That was an inside joke. There was this guy. His name was Liado, and he was spamming, and we said we annexed him, and that there would be a Cold War. Anyway, that's beside the point.
War or Cold
Cold.
War?
Yeah, in this Discord.
Yeah, that was cool.
Anyway, what I was saying is the mine exploded, and all of the leftover coal that they didn't sell before the mining company left, they just took a truck full of the coal and just poured it all out behind the elementary school.
Really?
And up until the early 90s, there was just this huge field full of black coal that the kids would go and play around in. And after one too many complaints by parents of their kids coming home completely covered in coal dust, the town of Colehurst was like, okay, maybe we should cover it up. So they went over it with some bulldozers and covered it up with some dirt. But if you dig just a little bit, anywhere in that giant field, if you dig just a little bit, you'll just find heaps upon heaps of coal. And that's what I do. I go out there with a pickaxe and a shovel, and I just mine the coal.
Lucky.
True Minecrafter.
If they see anybody like having a barbecue anywhere near that, does everyone like freak out?
No, because the thing is, the coal is underground, so you have to actually if you're not near a gopher hole, or if you're not if you're not near a gopher hole, if you're not digging, it's fine. Okay. And also you have to use charcoal for a barbecue, so
you can't light coal.
Well, you can. You can. The thing is about charcoal is that it's a lower density and it's lighter, and it doesn't need as much oxygen to burn. So that's why when you put it in a pit full of fire covered up with stakes, it works well. Yeah. Rather than coal. Coal is much more dense. It's compressed dinosaur bones. Well, actually, it's compressed plant matter, but it's compressed fall-sized plant bones. And so it's much denser, it's much heavier, like it's as heavy as a rock is, really. And so it takes a lot more oxygen to burn it. That's why you can't use coal for a barbecue.
I've learned something new today. Pretty cool.
But it's also why that's also why in actual blacksmith furnaces they have the oxygen pump. They pump oxygen at the bottom of the coal,
right? So
to keep it burning. Otherwise, it will go out. But if you dump the thing is, charcoal doesn't get as hot as coal does. So that they use coal for blacksmithing, but you use charcoal, but you were only melting aluminium. So
AP, I've marked out your fief, and it's absolute, and I think I marked out quite the substantial amount of territory.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Whenever
I can get Java, I will hit you up.
It's a single player world.
I think an honorary title then.
Yeah. My idea is I marked it out,
but
and then if you want something built, you just hit me up, tell me what you want me to build, and I'll build it for you.
Speaking of Minecraft, actually, I will right now. I will go and I'll make the server for you, AP.
Well, somebody take it seriously and buy me buy me Java.
Will Machine was offering.
Will Machine
Yeah.
is awesome. Will Machine is one of our patrons. He's
Yeah,
one of our patrons.
Duvo was his previous name. I don't agree with him on a few things about Canada, but he's an okay guy.
Wait,
So
what
what
does
do
he
you
agree with Canada?
He's Canadian too. He hates the monarchy, and he also hates the British Canadians.
Wait, what?
Like me. Oh,
What?
he. Oh,
Oh,
speak of the devil, and he shall arrive. What do you know?
What do you know?
He said, "What did you say about me?"
I was.
Oh,
well,
God,
shit, I was
yeah.
just trash talking
AP,
you.
your mic is too low.
Oh, is it too low? Hold up. Let me.
Oh,
it might
no.
just be that I'm.
Oh, no, he's like showed us like, what the f did you just?
Hello.
It's little. I'll have you
Yeah,
know.
anyway. Sounds good.
Anyway, as I was saying,
Connor, can you send me the server info? Anyway, see you guys.
Oh, see ya.
he was. I don't know. He does trash talk British Canadians a lot. Like me, I'm a British Canadian. He calls people like me. Pardon?
Didn't British Canadians like found this country or something? I don't know.
They did. Well, and French Canadians, British and French Canadians
French
founded
as
the
well.
country.
Oh no.
But like they're the minority, so they don't count.
Thank you guys. I hope this is better. Will Machine was actually like representing the whole chat. Apparently, I just saw the chat and everyone was like, "Your mic is too low. Nobody can hear you." And Will Machine had to come and
I
point
could hear
it
you
out.
just fine.
Okay, cool deal.
Just join his Discord and you'll hear it just fine.
Exactly. But anyway, yeah, I'll make you the Minecraft server. And also, yeah, Will Machine's a pretty cool guy.
Absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
except for his opinions on,
British
Canadians.
British Canadians and the monarchy. I disagree with that.
AP, what do you want me to call your thief? New Eternia?
Yeah, that's perfect. I love it.
Can I make a suggestion for the fief?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay, I think that you should give him 1% of the land in your server. I mean, your private world.
I mean,
isn't it like infinite?
And it is infinite.
1% of infinite.
1% of the infinity.
Huh? Eternia already exists as a server. Eternia 1. No, that already exists.
Minecraft Empire of Eternia.
Eternia, what's your favorite number?
What's my favorite number?
Actually, wait. What if Eternia AP? Eternia AP. Okay, the server is now eterniaap.eternus.me is the thing. So I'll install some plugins for you guys. I'll update it to most recent, like spawn setters and just quality of life plugins, and not really.
So
I mean, unless people want mod.
Let me ask y'all this. So in Java, because I've seen people do this all the time, and I don't know if it's something you have to like that's hard to get or if it's easier in Java or what. But the thing that's like the super realistic plugin for the texture packs and stuff.
The resource packs are really easy to get. All you have to do is literally all you have to do. It's a 2-step process. You go on you Google X texture pack or whatever texture pack you want. Minecraft, the name of the texture pack, Minecraft texture pack, or resource pack rather is what it's called nowadays. You download the jar. I think it's a jar. No, it's not a jar. Sorry. It's a zip.
Darren controls all.
It's a zip. You download the zip, which is the resource pack, and also you got to make sure it's for the most up-to-date version of Minecraft. Download the zip, and then you go to open Minecraft, press play, then wait, go blah 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 blah. While it loads, go to settings, resource packs, open resource pack folder, then drop the zip in the resource pack folder. Then you have it.
Okay, and you can do that for the Windows 10 version as well, or is it just Java?
Just Java. Windows 10, you have to pay microtransactions to do that.
Gross. Why did I do this to myself?
Exactly.
Oh no.
So you'll if you get Java, then you'll be able to use whatever, and it's completely client side, so you won't even have to worry about sorry, it's completely client side, so you won't even have to worry about the people like seeing what you have to see. No, it's just for you. The textures are slightly different.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, because I think that'd be a cool thing to show off on the stream.
Yeah.
A little addition.
The thing is, if you're going for those like ray tracer ones, you have to have like a NASA computer in order to run those.
Fair enough.
There are realistic texture packs that actually like go out and they take photos of things like that, and then like blend a texture together. I think those are cool.
Oh yeah.
But you won't be able to get those ray tracer ones that you see videos of all the time, and I think those are cool, but like
But it'd
barely
take
any.
a lot.
Yeah, no, barely any. Especially if you're on a server, no way in hell. Okay, unless you're the CEO of NASA, you're never doing that. Okay.
I'd be thrown if there was a CEO of NASA.
I don't know who owns what's NASA.
It's a government agency.
Leader of I don't know. I'm Canadian. Why?
Well, that means. I mean, doesn't that mean that Donald Trump is like the CEO?
Donald Trump is the CEO of NASA.
So
and the
unless you're
He's the
James
CEO of NASA.
unless you're James Frederick Burdenstein, I literally googled CEO
Did you
of
Google
NASA.
it?
I looked up head of NASA.
I literally
Yeah, I have
googled
an
CEO of NASA.
administrator
This
at
guy
NASA.
comes up. His name is James Frederick Bridenstine.
Yep.
Unless you're James Frederick Bridenstine, you're not running any of those ray tracers on
You
a
say
server.
that, and then
First
James
interject,
Frederick
I gotta
Bridenstine
quickly
has
say
a
this.
fucking like track phone.
He has a Minecraft
So,
server.
AP?
James Burdenside has a Minecraft server.
Well, have you seen those NASA computers? They are like able to run calculations on when the universe will end or something.
They
Like-
are. No, so that's one of the cool things. I'm a physics student. I'm not gonna dox myself telling y'all where I go to school,
Guys, I
but
have to
I'm
go
a
to
physics
school.
student who like works for NASA. It's pretty cool.
Yo, AP, now you can add Lord of Vincentia. You can add Lord of Vincentia to your titles.
To my what?
To your
Because
titles.
he made
have to go
his
really
Minecraft
fast.
server, his
Alright, see, bro.
Minecraft single player world.
Oh, awesome.
Oh.
Yeah.
I might be having to go soon because whatever. But
AP?
tomorrow morning I'm gonna configure the Minecraft server for you guys. Hopefully you're able to get Java sometime soon.
So
And
AP, I've got to go.
Oh,
Right,
alright.
but-
Well, you guys.
Okay, really quickly, I have to ask though, to try helping with your chat. If you know how to give me mod powers because someone's spamming, essentially, that'd be great. But yeah, I can't VC at the moment. I'm actually breaking my home rules. So,
Whoop.
yeah.
Okay.
Toaster.
Absolutely. But yeah, not a problem. I really appreciate you guys like talking and hanging out. Especially seeing everybody from like different countries and stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
I really like
It was
hearing
fun.
y'all's
Hello,
perspectives.
guys.
Americans and Canadians.
Wait,
We
what?
have Nigerians, Iranians, Canadians. Amazing.
Wait, what?
Anyway.
We got Nigerians and Iranians. Wait, what?
I know there's like
And I'm
Um,
from Serbia.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
morning.
okay,
And
so
Serbia.
Morning.
Yeah.
Slavic motherland. Yes!
Okay. Tomorrow I'm gonna configure the server. I'll install all my favorite plugins. Hopefully you'll be able to get Java, and then next time you stream, you'll be able to have a server,
that.
and it'll be great, and we can build a country by a village. Okay.
I want
See
to
ya,
join
AP.
this. Yeah.
See
Have
you.
a
And I
good
just
night.
become
See you,
a
Connor.
wonder.
You guys
Have a
should
good
read
night,
the
Connor.
draft. You guys should read the
Yeah.
draft of my book. Okay, good night.
Good night.
Right.
Who's using a blender actively in the?
Yeah, who's the
Who's clanging together 3 empty bottles?
yeah, the AP, can you see the stream, or are you in another program right now?
I can see the stream. What's up?
Yeah, I just wanted to show you the land I've marked. So this is like the little marker.
Oh wait, hold up. Sorry. No. Are you saying can I see your stream?
Yeah, see my stream.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
I'm just streaming on the Discord.
Oh, you're streaming on the
That's so
Discord.
cool.
Hold up.
Yeah, like I'm just sharing my screen.
How do I view that screen? Like I don't.
Yeah, go into the Discord, like so you can see Discord.
Yeah.
Click on if you hover over my name in the call, it should show.
Oh
me
yeah, I see
streaming.
you. Okay, I see your diamond sword.
Yeah, you see my stream.
Yeah.
So I've marked out this. Here's the little part.
Oh,
New
I love it.
Eternia.
I love the 2 flags.
Yeah, you've got Vincentia and you've got Eternia. This was my best attempt.
That is awesome. No, I love it.
And then I'll show you the land I've marked out. I've used this andesite to do it. So if we go along here,
Nobody's gonna be able to see this in the actual live stream, but I appreciate it.
yeah. So if you go along this line, this andesite border, I've marked out along here, down here. Gotta let that load in. It goes all the way over here, and then this island would also be yours.
Thank you so much. That's
so
awesome.
This is definitely the largest fief I've given, but you're basically one of my not allies, but closest friend, my national friend, because we didn't officially ally.
I have a question about the land. Do your nations follow the law of the sea? Because if he has that island, he should have about 200 miles of exclusive economic zone that he can exploit for oil and fish.
The waters are controlled by the federal government, the emperor.
Is there a way in the voice channel thing? I'm sorry to interrupt y'all. Is there a way in the voice channel thing? Ooh, we just got a new subscriber. Hold up, who is that? Ooh, I'm missing it. Who is it? Republic of Free Dairy. Thank you so much. But yeah.
Wait, what was you gonna say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, in Discord, is there a way for me to like mute people who are in the voice channel? Because whoever keeps using like 35 spoons, I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, the bottle's like,
just right-click the person, then just click on mute.
I think this is gonna get it. If I mute somebody who I don't mean to, I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah, I think it was Cats and Land. Yeah.
That is correct.
Okay,
yeah, so
cool.
since it's a single player world, basically just DM or at me, whatever, if you want something built and I'll build it for you. And then
That's
I have a question. What do y'all think about the absolute monarch?
Well, I'm supportive of it, as you can tell from our last stream, which was basically well, not last stream, but a couple streams.
I wasn't there for the entire stream, but I was there for a good about a bit over 2 hours of it.
Oh, what? Absolutely. Well, then you probably got the gist of it. Just essentially me saying that, like, I think for micronations, it's almost essential to have some form of monarchy, because even if you have a democracy, you are still really limited to how often you can vote, to how often you can decide things with your citizenry. So a lot of the time there needs to be, if you're in something other than a monarchy, a large amount of executive power given to whoever's in charge. So you might as well call yourself a monarchy. But if you aren't a monarchy and you're really trying to be a democratic micronation, I think you're just gonna develop slightly slower, at least initially, than other micronations, and potentially have some stability issues.
Yeah, I'm part of a micronational podcast called the Sexia Talk. It's run by one of my allies, and our most recent episode, which was yesterday, we filmed it, was types of government. We came to the conclusion that monarchy, like some kind of like absolute monarchy, is the best to start off with, and then if you want to go more liberty, eventually transition to a constitutional monarchy or a republic, depending on what you want to go. Absolutely. But like you need a strong centralization of power to start off with.
Absolutely, just to keep that like stability.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm really happy with the other 2 flags. That was definitely pretty cool for that.
I agree. I loved it.
I thought that was,
and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool element.
I do want to say I'm excited about your podcast. I'm if you put the link in the Discord.
I can definitely. I'll send you the links to the 2 episodes. I'm in the first one. Ironically, the first episode is about it's already up. I didn't know. It's pretty ironic. The first episode, which was the first one I was in. is about probably one of the strongest things you're against
Oh yeah.
in micronationalism, micronational militaries.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I
I'm a
mean,
one.
I understand why people are interested in micronational militaries. I don't know. I'm curious to hear the podcast. I'm curious to hear your side of it because I've only known my side of it, I guess.
Hmm. Yes, I'll send you the links to the. You want all three, or you just want the ones I'm in? Because I can send you all three.
Well, if you send me, is the podcast something on YouTube? Like, if I go to
It's
one
on
of the
YouTube.
links- Okay, cool. So if you just send me one of the links, I can like subscribe and I'll hit you up with like.
Yeah, the channel. The channel is the National Broadcasting Group of my close ally, the Commonwealth of Essexia.
So it's the. Do you know the name of the YouTube channel? I just want to shout it out on stream. I want to give you guys some support.
Oh yeah, I'll send the I just sent the links to the 3 episodes. I'm in a 1 and 3.
Okay. And just what's the name of the channel so I can like tell everybody to go?
I think I found it.
D Network.
It's called D Network.
Dean Network. Here, I'll send it into the chat.
Okay. Everybody go check out D Network.
I think I already found it. Is it this?
Let me say general. Yep, that's it.
Awesome. Yeah, y'all definitely go and subscribe and check them out. And also, I am excited to have you guys, if you want to, like you were talking about the doing podcast stuff for the Empire of Eternia. I'd really love that.
If I could be featured on, not trying to force my way in, but I was just saying if I could be on that podcast, that'd definitely be cool.
No, absolutely. Well, so that's one of the things that I would hope to do. I'm looking for people actively to who want to contribute content to the channel.
I'd be on a. If you wanted people on a podcast, I'd definitely be on it with you if you want.
I probably could join.
Absolutely. Well, I really want people who would be interested in actually making it themselves. So if
I'm not good with editing. Sorry.
Hey,
Do you see possibly micronational news or things like that? I don't know.
I'm sorry, I missed
Will
the last
Machine
thing
said
you
he still wants.
I'm sorry, I just missed the last thing that was said. Something about micronational news.
Yeah, like news, I guess. I mean, then again, there's not really much happening in micronationalism. I mean, there's some things happening, but not too much.
Well, I think there's a lot that you could do with micronational news. And I really, like I said, there doesn't have to be one person that controls one thing entirely. If you guys want to post content on the Empire of Eternia channel, if we can record it, I'll be on it. I'll support it 100%. And then if you guys send me the audio files or the video files or whatever, I will upload them to the channel. And I think I'd be personally willing to help you guys with coming up with ideas for videos and stuff if that's ever an issue. But the thing that I think would be cool about it is if you're doing like micronational news or covering micronational topics, stuff like that, you don't just have to do it from the perspective of what's happening to micronations. You can do it from the perspective of a micronationalist looking at like world news and politics and culture and all these different things. So I think there's a lot of ways you could go with it. I think it could be comedic. I think it could be serious. I think it could be. There's just
a lot of possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think.
I've met a guy who decided to make a micronation, and first day of making it, he posted a video on YouTube about his micronation and territories. And next day, that guy got attacked by a stronger micronation, and they took his territory and everything.
Jeez.
That
reminds me of Minerva.
Thing that happened.
The King Matthew of Meba is wanting to be on your server. Apparently, his name is Dromel. Okay, I'll just DM it to you.
I mean, it's in the debates of the what to call it.
It's in general, but I'll just DM it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
did he send me a friend request? Because that's what I've been trying to do, is not having to look people up as much. If he can friend APM 529, that's my gamer tag. If he can add me as a friend, I can add him to the thing from there.
I'll send it. I'll ask him. I just wanted to say, AP, I appreciate your
Yeah, just send a
compliments.
friend request to you. It's
Yeah.
AP.
I just, it says I did. He said that. I appreciate, relating to the stream a few days ago on the Democratic Micronations, that Minecraft stream. I appreciate the compliments you made on my Navy. I was, I think you can tell, I was Invincible Admiral. I appreciate the compliments on my Navy. That was very appreciated.
Absolutely. And I think that's the cool thing about micronationalism is you can come at it from anything that you feel like you can contribute. I think
Yeah.
you know having if your goal is to have the largest navy in micronationalism, that may not be your ultimate goal, but if it
Yeah.
was, that's a great thing to do. That puts you on the map.
Yeah.
That gets people interested in you and gives you opportunities for what you can offer to people.
Naval expansion is definitely a priority of Connor said I'll mine all the coal on the server. Yeah, I'm excited to do the server tomorrow. Yeah, definitely I'm gonna ask him to send me I'm excited for that tomorrow. I want to definitely join in and help grow this Minecraft civilization. I'm definitely down.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely a great wander off and form a one-man army. This is just going to become an Eternia meme. This is going to be Eternia's first meme, the one-man army.
The one-man army. There are no Eternian armies except the one-man army.
Yeah, that's the Azar of the one-man army. Like I think.
You and what army? I am the army.
I am the state.
I am the.
I am the Senate.
Yeah,
I bought myself time.
I did something different to what you did, AP. I actually I asked about the government thing because what I did was Connor's asking if he can have a photo of your flag on the for the server icon.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It'll take me a minute to send it, but yes, I can absolutely DM that later
on. I think he might have a picture of it already.
Oh, awesome.
The guy, yeah, he Voken just sent it.
Awesome, thank you.
Our the one-man coal siege. Oh god, this is gonna be so ridiculous.
Oh yeah, the one-man coal siege.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, great. Is top priority of the nation. Like I've told you in DMs, I've said that it's kind of a hobby kind of thing. Like we have legitimate things, like we do diplomacy and that kind of thing, but like overall, it's kind of a hobby. That's the view of the nation.
Guys, Minecraft-wise, I'm a good builder.
Yeah, I'm good with building.
I'm really skilled with it.
Yo,
Yeah.
how do you make a purple sheep? There's a purple sheep, and I'm confused.
You dye it.
Oh, you
Purple
can just dye a sheep.
Shep.
Yeah.
So is it gonna be purple Shep? It's Stefan, you stole my joke.
Yeah, I
Dang.
stole it. Oh, by the way, interesting fact. You know, like in the first episode where Purple Shep appeared, it was on February 17th.
I honestly, I still remember. I've had a couple of moments recently, like where in the past where I've had and all sorts of things, like people respond to me or me in voice calls with people I've known for a while. AP was one of them. I remember I DM'd him one time and he messaged me back and I was like, oh my god. Because I had watched Eternia for a while at that point. I was like, oh my god.
I appreciate it, man. It means a lot.
Yeah, there was definitely a Eternia is definitely a well-respected nation, at least in the eyes of the Arthurian Emperor. Because I'm just gonna say I haven't seen a lot of the economic videos. I need to watch a lot of the smelting, but just seeing like that you can do like even small-scale smelting and stuff, just I'm just like,
I am the only micronation in Serbia. There's no others.
wait, really?
Hey.
Yeah, and the nearest micronation to me is located in Macedonia, and the second is in Slovenia. But that guy from Macedonia, he kind of hates me. I don't know why, and he wanted to declare war on me. But yeah, he lives in another country,
Micro
so he can.
war.
What? And I appreciate the By the way, AP, I remember one video I liked was your beach. Apparently, Eternia has the smallest beach in the world. that was quite the creative video. And the micronational fashion video, like the leader fashion thing, that was definitely I definitely took that into question when I designed my outfit. So I guess I have to give you credit for that too. When I eventually got my
I did not know that existed.
yeah, he has a video on that, and I took that into account, and I eventually came up with my outfit, which is now in my possession. Micro war. Oh, yeah. I remember. What was the first thing I DM'd you? Oh yeah, it was the I DM'd you about the war video, and we had to talk about that.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I was going to say, the cool thing about micronational fashion that I want to get more into, and it's the same thing with the smelting and everything else, is that I really want to get to the point where we can start making things for people and selling things for people that are purely Eternian products. So one of the things that I know is big in the micronational community is that costuming and that design of your dress. So if we were able to custom make garments and things for leaders, I feel like it would be really something.
Yeah, I definitely buy. Yeah, oh god, only Eternian OGs or loyal fans will remember the Federation of Butthurt Babies.
The Federation of oh man, I want to make more comic videos like that.
So many times.
Yeah, that skit was priceless.
It's so good.
That's one of the best micronational skits, hands down. Oh my god, that was so funny.
The thing that's gonna mess me up is one day I'm gonna have to like apply to be a professor at a university.
And they're gonna see the Federation.
And somebody's gonna Google my name and be like, "What the fuck?"
If I get a territory in Antarctica or an icy land, I'll call it Joke's End.
Joke's
You get the reference?
World's End?
No.
Oh, I thought that was a reference to Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. Guess again.
Oh my god, that's just... I love that video. Honestly, I do think AP, to answer the question you answered and you said in the micro war video, was like, I don't know if it was the Molossia thing, or I honestly think it was, because the skit looked very similar to that Molossia video from the Mustachistan War.
I actually haven't seen that.
Oh, is that what you're referencing with the? I thought that was what you were referencing with the Molossia thing, was the declaration of war video he made.
Oh, well, hold up. No, I actually, yes, I have seen that. I have.
Yeah, I remember watching that video and thinking that was a really cool video.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
I definitely really one thing I took pride in making my MicroWiki page was saying for sure we recognize the Republic of Molossia, because I love Molossia. They're a cool nation.
No, absolutely. I feel weird because I have my like back and forth. Molossia is the OG, like everyone recognizes Molossia.
Yeah, them and Sealand, but Sealand's kind of dead, so they're like the OG active micronation.
Right, but that's the thing that's weird is Sealand. Everybody, I think, that's my view. Molossia is the OG fantasy, in my opinion. The OG fantasy micronation, and Sealand.
If anything, I'd say it was more realist, but fair point.
Well,
Did you hear
I'd say
about
Sealand is
how...
more realist, but Molossia, they're not trying to like specifically grow their citizens. It's like for him and his family and stuff.
So that's what you consider fantasy real? Okay.
Yeah,
I wanted to get that. I wanted to clarify that. Okay.
Yeah, in my opinion, a realist nation is one that it's trying to create a country, not just a micronation, but a nation. It's trying to amass wealth and land.
Yeah, Arthuria, I guess under that standard would be closer to the fantasy thing, because we're not looking for independence, but we're looking to set an example. Let's say set an example like how we think a government should be run. At least how I think a government should be run.
Absolutely.
With my semi-absolute monarchy TM. I'm trademarking semi-absolute monarchy. I've never heard someone use that term.
Semi-absolute. It seems like
It's
I guess
specific.
not. It seems
I
contradictory.
think people did use it.
I'll explain if anyone wants me to explain what that means. What's
I think I have a concept of that.
The semi-absolute means I have absolute power. Like I can pass laws and make branches and all that.
Mhm.
But there is a body that could, in theory, revoke my decisions if they voted to. But
So
they
if you
usually
start
don't.
banning pants
Yeah.
and
Yeah, if I do stupid stuff, something stupid,
and
they
chicken,
could
you
revoke
ban
that.
chicken, they're like, hey man,
Hey,
that's not cool.
I am never banning chicken. That is my favorite food.
I do
That
want
would
to
be
bring up
that'd be
something about
contradictory to my own.
I do want to
chicken.
bring up something about. Let me check the Discord. I think it's Cervalia. Yep, Monarchy of Cervalia. I know you guys said y'all are the only micronation in Serbia right now.
AP,
and-
is the stream
Yeah.
still going?
Yes, the stream is. I believe it's still going. Let me double check that. I thought it was. Let's check it out. Yep, it's still. Yep, still going. So being the only micronation in Serbia, that gives you like a huge opportunity. I think.
Yeah.
trying to get other people interested in it may be hard at first, but if you can do that, if you can get people sincerely interested in your micronation, that's gonna be big for you.
Yeah, I saw
Well,
that.
now we
I saw
have
that Vulcan.
12
I've seen that happen.
citizens.
12 citizens.
Wow.
I have
That's
30.
like 14
I have,
by
Yeah,
population.
I have
but
34.
we have like 4 territories separated from each other. 3 territories are in my town, and there's one in town near mine. And that territory runs my brother, but that's like basically one micronation. But yeah, he runs that one.
That's great. Now, are you the
That one
leader
part.
of all of those territories? Like, are you the one that's over all of them?
Yeah, yes, I
Like a
am.
king.
Wow. Congratulations. That's exciting.
Yeah, I have
Thanks.
I have a similar situation. Well, I'm obviously not the only American micronation, so there's a difference between me and Cervalia, but we have like I want to say 9 disconnected territories, which are like the different. I said that in the stream. It was like the different.
All my
homes
territories are disconnected.
of my. Yeah, I think there's few micronations that has all of its territories connected. I don't even think Molossia has that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have like a piece of desert that's also part of their nation. Along with like a
Also-
piece of desert property.
Yeah. Also, as I said before, was that whole jokes and it's I referenced the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a tedious
I
dungeon.
don't get. Yeah, I haven't played those games, so I wouldn't get it. But yeah, I think I feel like there should be 2 types of micronations. You should have the nations that are like hobby, like me, where you're just doing it for fun, and then you should have nations like AP, who are like trying to grow. I feel like those are the 2 kinds of nations. Anything in between is kind of just.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That's what we made a video on, is the realist versus fantasy nations. And
I remember that. I remember that, and I was trying to think like, what am I? And I said realist, trying to thinking of what you. I remember I was like thinking towards the middle ground when I watched that video. Like I'm probably like in the middle ground because I'm not really trying to grow, but I ain't exactly claiming that I claim the moon.
No, absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with being either of those or anything in between.
Yeah,
we
like
all
my friend.
have our purposes
Yeah,
for what
yeah, like
we're
my friend
doing in
has one.
micronationalism. But
Yeah.
the thing that it really becomes important for it is trying to find what it is that you're contributing, what it is that makes you unique, and
Yeah.
that's what's gonna carry you through.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just saw Vulcan's post. Nose. I just typed nose with my nose heart. What the? Are you, John? Are you okay?
He's
John?
becoming a chicken.
He's becoming a chicken. I can't. I can't. Oh, I like that Vulcan. Oh my god, no.
Oh, I can't do.
That was the ultimate. That's like a to be continued post.
What's this?
He's asking me if something is true. Um.
My
Yeah, but
micronation started off with farming. We have tomatoes, we have grapes, we have watermelons and strawberries. I sent a picture of tomatoes. I mean, they're still growing, but I sent a picture in on Discord.
me,
The group.
Miba's asking if this stream is it your server AP or is it something else? Is it your server?
Yes,
Yeah.
this is just my private server. So I think it allows you to add up to like 9 people. But yeah, when I get off, everybody's kicked. It's just my personal server. I'm not hosting it online or anything.
Said he will add you for free. I'm not playing on the. Okay, what the? Someone's streaming.
Okay, but also Surveillia, that's really cool that you're doing farming. I know a lot of micronations.
Yeah, I
start
started
out with
off
farming.
I did that. I guess I guess it kind of goes to the feudalistic elements of our empire because with all the different kingdoms that make up the empire, it kind of does seem kind of feudalistic, almost. Very feudal kind of empire. So AP, what is the land of Arternia? Like, what do you currently have? Is it like just your house?
So right now, yes, there are two territories for the Empire of Eternia. There is our southern territory, which is where I grew up and where I first founded the Empire, and then there is what's currently our capital, which is where I live, separated from that, where I go to school. So there's a northern and a southern territory
of
as
Eternia
of right now. Yes.
Yeah.
They're both very small, though. They're not anything that is anything that I own personally. They're not anything where I could have citizens on and grow, which is why we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, because once we're able to start making consistent money for the Empire, what I really want to do is to be able to purchase a piece of property and then make a lot of videos on, hey, we're building this, we're developing this, we're going to have citizens who come here and live, and this is
like have a commune.
Then I'm gonna move
similar
to America.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed what you said, Surveillia.
I said that then I'm gonna come to America.
You should. We would love to have you.
Yes, definitely for sure. Stefan, I just wanted to ask: is your profile pic Emperor Karl of Austria-Hungary? Is that?
Yes.
Okay, I was wondering because I'm like, what'd you say, bro? You talking smack?
No, I was talking gamer.
Okay, good. I thought you said like loser or something. I'm like, you talking smack about Austria-Hungary?
Oh please, I'm Canadian. I can't be mean physically.
I mean, he does. I mean, honestly, AP. I mean, he does have a point.
I'm sorry about what?
The Canadians cannot be mean. Physically cannot be mean.
They just can't. It makes an automatic sorting. You can't do it.
Yeah, look at a rude Canadian is why black holes exist. It's how the first black hole became a thing.
Ontario exists because of black holes, and it's the other way around as well.
Oh god.
That's Ontario, guys.
Because of Ontario.
Come to Ontario, and I dare you to cross the street thinking that a Canadian will wait for you in Ontario.
Oh, interesting. Do you think that just like is Ontario the equivalent of Canadian New York?
In a lot of ways, yes. I like to think of it as the big shot province, I guess, because most of Canadians are from here, except everyone's really, really, really mean here. So
yeah, normally when AP made the thing about New York, normally I'd be like, bro, you talking smack about my home state? Nah, New Yorkers. Oh god. Yeah.
Well, we definitely aren't in one area.
Yeah,
but
if I've ever,
I know New York's pretty populated to say the least.
yeah, we've got a certain area between the state and a certain island. There's a certain area that would, with the initials NYC, to be exact, which is ironic because one of our 30th territories is located within New York City.
Oh, that's cool.
My mother's always wanted to go there.
Yeah, it's the apartment of my my uncle.
Nice. I was actually gonna say the whole comparison between New York and Ontario for me was just a complete like judgment on my part because I've never been to New York. I'd love to go, but yeah,
I don't
I've
live
never been.
Yeah, I personally we have what I was gonna say. I didn't say it in the stream, I don't think, but I'll say it here. We have territories in 3 states. New York is the majority. We have 1 in Georgia, and then we have 2 in Florida.
I mean, I have a territory in Rhode Island and Washington State.
You do?
Yes.
Very nice.
I've got a question because I don't know this because I'm not American. What state is Buffalo in?
I have no fucking clue.
New York.
No, I have no clue.
New York.
You all gave me
It's in New
different
York.
answers.
I have no.
That's not good.
The
It's
yeah,
by
we have
Niagara
almost-
Falls, though, right?
Yes, Buffalo is by Niagara Falls.
Okay, yeah, I've been to Buffalo then. That's
Yeah.
the most American I've been. I walked across the bridge, and that's
Good,
it.
stay there. Good, just stay in Buffalo. It's fine. You don't need to see the rest of the country. It's fine. Actually, go
Well, I
down.
mean, I've seen Detroit from the outside.
Yeah, if you were actually gonna go to a place, I'd say go to Florida because Florida, especially southern Florida, like by the Keys. Ironic, because the Keys are home to one of my favorite micronations, the Conch Republic.
Oh
The
yeah.
Conchs, I will stand by the fact that the Conch Republics are just a nation full of Chads. I'm gonna stick by that to the day I die. They're just a Chad
Well, I've
nation.
heard very different things. Apparently, our Canadians think very differently from Florida because all I've heard is don't visit Florida unless it's winter.
Florida's a very beautiful. Florida's a very beautiful state. That's what I was talking about.
I didn't realize that they made
Or
a.
scary.
I didn't realize. Oh, this is dangerous. I guess.
What's wrong?
By the way, is this
They
stream
made a
still going?
portal in the thing. I had no idea that anybody had made a portal.
Oh, yeah, you definitely may be on the stream. I don't know.
Wait, so has this voice call been streamed?
Yes, this is.
Oh yeah.
Oh jeez, I was getting.
You're famous now, buddy.
You're
Yeah,
It's too late.
you're
You can't
famous
go
now.
back. Get ready for the paparazzi.
I'm happy I didn't say anything.
But who's the Squid Gamer? Wait,
When
where
you're
did he...
so insanely Chad that you advertise your own YouTube channel on a Micronations live stream.
Yeah,
I heard that.
our current. Yeah, I agree with talking about the micronational war thing. The other thing I agreed with that I did mention a while ago was how it always in those one thing I can't stand in the micronational community is those nations that are just some kid with their phone, which I can't stand. When they're
Oh,
like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
those are the
Constant
bad
war.
kind of hobby nations where they're not even incorporating like their family or anything like that. They're just one guy in his bedroom with a phone.
Hello guys, we're just gonna
And they don't post anything
Stand
but
those
I declare
people.
war on everyone.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what I was gonna say.
Those are the biggest offenders of the thing AP was talking about. The whole and they're not even that. They're just a phone aimed at a wall or just a picture of their flag going, "We declare war on the Republic of Jacobstan" or something like that, something like that. And it's like a 3-second.
And just name your nation some bad name.
I'm not gonna name any specific nations, but I've seen there are some there is at least one in this server who has a channel like that, which I'm like, okay, if you're trying, it's fine. I'm not gonna name who it is. And I've seen them. If you're not trying, I feel like it's just, and you're just filming 3-second videos with your phone. It's just like, come on. Everland is the worst offender. Ugh.
let me tell you here.
Like
hate
I
it.
said, I'm not gonna name anybody, but Everland.
Everland. No. See, I wasn't gonna name anyone in this server. Everland's not in the server as far as I know.
Fair enough. Yeah. No.
Everland, I really don't. Dalek.
You guys didn't even know
Sup, bro?
Voldiria.
Yeah.
Only Chad's in Voldiria.
Everland got. If you check Everland's comment sections on their videos, they have bad dislike ratios.
Oh, yeah.
Micro.
I was gonna extend that even farther, just to say that like, I don't mind it if it's like just a kid with their phone or whatever. But like you were saying, when people start to like all they do is just get mad, and declare war, and hang out on Discord just to mess with people, and then on top of that, it gets into like that's part of the reason why I have weird feelings about micronational organizations, is because a lot of the time that ends up being what micronational organizations are. Is they're either like a group of people who are just talking to each other, or which I don't even mind that much either, or it's like a group of people who get together to all declare war on one person and like raid their Discord server.
Yeah, they're
Johnny Land.
Yeah, I hate I just honestly, my version of a micronational war is the one I've fought in. I've told very few of my allies
tell me about it. Tell me more.
I wasn't sure if anyone wanted to hear my quote unquote war stories.
Well, I got war stories.
Does anyone actually want to hear it?
Yes, tell me.
Yes, I want.
I've had 3. I was a part of.
Step away, guys. Give me 1 second, y'all. Excuse me.
Alright.
Please keep going. Y'all are on stream.
Yep.
Yeah, AP gotta ban me real quick.
Yeah.
Pika.
So I had 3. The first was part of my second micronation. It was the Red Free State, and my brother, who was he declared the basement of the house where he lives, the part of the house he lives in, independent, and we grabbed laser tag guns and we started shooting at each other, which was
continue.
And then we that was the first battle, quote unquote, and then the second battle was us just wrestling, and then he eventually pinned me down, and I was like, all right, I surrender. So he got independent from my nation. The Red Free State quickly collapsed after a couple weeks later. Yeah.
So
that was the
are
first.
any of you familiar with MicroNation Hub?
What micronation? I'm sorry.
Are you familiar with the social media? MicroNation Hub.
The social media micronation hub.
Yeah, it's
Is that a Yamo?
Is it a Yamo or is that?
Is that a Yamo?
Do you know what an amino is?
I don't.
Yeah, Yamo.
Yeah,
no,
another micronational organization.
AMINO. Amino.
Amino.
Amino.
Oh, it's an
So
amino.
like one of them services that they fucking make communities around,
Yeah.
kind of.
Basically, that's where I started micronationalism, and believe this,
There's an
before I
amino.
even joined, they had already had and I quote, first micronational world war, and they got up to 4.
Gay.
Wait,
And
got up to 4.
the third one got real. So the third
Yeah,
one
and then like
was
everyone's like
something
within North America, yeah.
So basically, the third one was a territorial debate involving me, and someone actually sent someone to go through Windsor, Ontario. I don't live anywhere near there, but I have family there. So I went all the way down near Detroit just so I could meet them halfway, and we did an airsoft fight in a field.
Wait, you actually had a physical like airsoft duel, and how'd that end? How'd the battle go?
I won because I brought like 20 people, and most of them were adults, and for them they were teenagers and children.
You brought an army of 20.
Bigger than their army.
How many did they have?
They had 15, and the oldest was 16 years old. For me,
You
the
had-
oldest was 12.
Wait, so you had a
sorry to cut you guys off, but I am about to head out and end the stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Like I said, anybody who is interested anybody who is interested in making content for us, definitely hit me up because I want to go through that with you guys and I want to.
I'll set you up with that.
Absolutely. But yeah, so I will see you guys soon. Also, I love doing this. This is the first time that we've actually had people on the stream talking and getting everybody's perspective. We gotta do this more.
This is a good. I think this is a good way to do the streams. I think this is a good way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, do this more often.
But
Yes.
check
We should
back
do
on
this more
chat.
often.
Everyone in YouTube chat was like, AP needs to check my message. And most of them
Yeah.
were, and I quote, Rachel deserves justice. So maybe this time don't check the chat, but next time for sure check it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
At least I was better. Yeah, but wait, but AP before you go,
Yes.
AP before you go, Will Machine here apparently got an army of 20 to face an army of 15 in a battle of Windsor. Battle of Windsor in an actual airsoft fight, and that's how you do micronational war.
It's all fun and games till someone gets a BB in the eye.
Did someone get a BB in the eye, Will Machine?
I mean, this was back in the day when I really believed in the state being made to create the biggest military. So, obviously, it was
I mean, an army of 20 armed with airsoft rifles can probably destroy most micronations on the earth. So,
yeah, that's.
There's no match for the
You
one-man
guys
army.
never heard of?
No match for the one-man
man,
army
right.
of the Great Wall Reich.
Yeah.
I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night, everybody.